You were right. Air sound. You don't hear this when it plays?
No, which is crazy because I heard all of this before you hit play. The same thing I did when I oh, there it is.
You got it? All right, let's do this shit.
And now is the time when things are shifting. There's gonna be a new world order out there. And we've got to lead it.
True internet suffered depression.
You are fake news.
I am not suicidal.
We'll circle back with you directly. If I can circle back, I'll circle back with you. Do not come. Do not come.
I'm gonna come.
Hello and welcome to episode 322 of the Jeffrey and Brian Show. I am Jeffrey.
And I'm Ryan.
We're just two guys drinking some beers, talking about what's going on. And number one on my list tonight, Brian, is Zoom apparently updated, and
We're all fucked up.
yeah, it's working completely different. It wouldn't let me just click the link. I had to go through my browser and open up a new thing. And I had issues sharing through here. If you're going to update things, update them. Don't change them. You know what I mean? And then that left you having to do the music and the record setup, which if Ray were around, I'd have from a full-time job with us, collecting 33% of everything we collect. If he wants to push the buttons and make it work.
I'll take over that job.
But anyway, something came up about this Guthrie abduction.
Yeah.
Wow, what's going on? I don't know if I care any more than if it's anyone else who's kidnapped. Yeah, it's sad, but why did this make national news? Because
she's Susan Guthrie's mother. That's the only
Savannah,
reason.
right?
Savannah, yeah.
So who watches Good Morning America for real?
Not me. I'm at work.
Well, there's your answer, I suppose. But yeah, I don't know what they got a description out now from how'd they get a description and of this guy and his bag?
From a unactive ring camera that Google owns.
Okay, so it's stored somewhere in the cloud.
Yes.
Wow. That's
Google,
a little
Google watches your
terrifying.
shit.
Yeah, to think that Google can just go in and pull out information from your neighbor's Ring doorbell cams and see what's going on at your house.
Yep.
Lucky for me, nobody's door points anywhere near my house.
And I don't have the ring cam.
You don't, but your neighbor might.
Yeah, they probably do.
Yeah, recording you moving all those bricks of cocaine in and out of your house all day.
Yeah, what bricks of cocaine? And also, I saw that they have found some blood DNA in her house that is not hers.
So she fought back most likely.
But I'm gonna stick with my thesis. If she hasn't been recovered by now, it's no longer a kidnapping.
Yeah, already dead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, possibly. I guess we'll see where this goes because it seems like nobody's gonna let this leave the news cycle. The grand jury has declined to file charges against 6 of the Democrats who were the whole "don't follow illegal orders" things. And we were saying, yes, it's already against the rules to follow illegal orders. You'll go to jail for it. It seems like these folks are trying to imply they were receiving illegal orders and telling them that they should not follow them. It's more black and white than these folks are trying to make it sound. Anyone who's been in the service knows this. Very rarely do you actually get handed illegal orders. And if you do, it's usually because someone doesn't quite understand the rules. But yeah, the grand jury refused to indict 6 of them, which I think, I don't know, Brian might know. I think the only guy who's actually received any kind of indictment was the senator. What's his name there? The Navy captain. Oh, who was he? The senator
Kelly.
Kelly, not Mark Kelly, is it?
Yeah, Mark Kelly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's the only one who's actually going to face any kind of charges for this.
No, because the federal government came out and said the Department of War can't do it.
Okay, so that's
I disagree with it, but I
why
mean,
can't they?
there's a court injunction right now in place, so
The DOW should be able to do this.
yes, they should. That's why I shared the article.
Well, it's funny because all three of us shared this article right away. um, but this is what they do. They have their own judicial system. Do people realize that? And if you're collecting a pension, you're still, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're still under some jurisdiction.
Exactly. And here's the big problem that's going to come out of this. The Democrats have set a precedent.
Yep, it's gonna backfire on them.
Within 10
Oh.
years, this is going to go the other way, and they're going to scream up and down
Yep.
that something should happen about it. Just like the FACE Act, right?
Yeah.
All right. Virginia, we talked about this already. I think the cannabis hypermesis
Yeah, we have.
cases are surging. Could that be because people are growing it more, or
It's
excuse me,
powerful more powerful.
possibly, or is it because they're looking for it more and they're finding more ways to, you know what I mean? Just like everything's autistic now, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I mean, I've known some people that smoke some heavy flower all the time, and they're not dealing with actual sickness. I mean, look at like Willie Nelson. How old is that guy? You think you'd have lung issues if it was that big a deal? Not that it's good to smoke stuff, but you think he would be dealing with these issues too if smoking a lot of pot would do that to you?
Yeah. Well, he has a reputation. We don't know if he actually smokes it or not.
He gave up now. He has stopped, but that's in his old age. But I mean, Snoop, I mean, he's selling his own strains now.
Yeah.
And we've talked about Mayor Bass several times over there in
Yeah.
Los Angeles County.
Los Angeles, she's the mayor of Los Angeles,
City.
yeah. That was out of the country when her town caught on fire.
Yeah, and it's funny because we brought this up right away when they changed the reports to make it look like it was someone else's fault.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you saw the interview when she was confronted with this, the blowback they're talking about. She was confronted at like a press conference. She, no shit, rage quit. She just turned around and stormed off.
Wow.
Yeah, like, nope, done. I'm out of here.
That's not a good characteristic of him to be a major city mayor, is to do temper tantrums.
Yeah, and what Los Angeles is one of like top 10 cities in the country, isn't it?
Yeah.
Places, and then Los Angeles County, which is the greater area, which is enormous population wise. Okay, what's up with this? Let's skip this one. I got somewhere else to bring this voter ID thing in. So,
Okay.
yeah, I think I forgot I had put one in follow up when I had put other stuff together earlier. All right, this FAA thing in El Paso, I heard probably 3 or 4 stories about what happened.
Yeah.
And from what I understand, this party balloon theory wasn't an actual report.
Okay.
From what I'm hearing from the DOD anyway, DOW, I'm sorry, my mistake. That's still new.
Yeah.
What they're saying is this was a cartel drone that was in the airspace of the airport in El Paso. Is this the first time since 9/11 the FAA has shut down flight space over airspace over a city?
Like that. Like it was like a blanket shutdown. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, then I saw somewhere that the Army wanted to try out some weapon.
They did.
I doubt it. And maybe that's why they shut down the airspace. But all you think of is all you need is one aircraft up there, and you shoot energy weapons up there to disrupt electronics, you're taking down any aircraft in its route between the ground and infinity. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
But yeah, maybe that's why they shut down the airspace, so they could try out this new take it out of the sky weapon. Anyway, what did you what's the best story you heard about what happened in El Paso? Because I said, I heard tons of them.
Well, the party balloon theory, but they thought it was a cartel drone.
What's a party balloon?
Like the black ones you get at Dollar Tree.
Oh, you mean like a Mylar
Yeah, yeah,
kid's balloon?
yeah, exactly.
Well, if that's the case, then they still did a better job than Biden.
Oh yeah, big time. I wanted somebody to bring that up. It's like 'cause Biden just let it float across the countryside.
take pictures of our missile silos, and then he
Yeah.
shot it down. They
Oh,
can't get the
but
film
they
out.
can't get it now. It never transmitted or anything like that.
Yeah, so they can't get to the film now. It's like, what, you thought they were going to wait for it to come back and collect
Hell
film?
no.
Jeez.
Yeah, but and they're saying that this was a secret weapon being tested. Blah 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 blah. So.
Isn't that why we have Area 51 though? Is for exactly this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Why wouldn't we just use it there when let people think it's aliens?
Maybe we did.
Oh, and thought this is more of a real world opportunity to try it out.
Yeah.
Maybe. Who knows? I mean, every now and then a new weapon comes out for the army or whatever, or the Navy. Dear God, and you're like, oh, that's cool. Climate change thing. What's this about?
Basically, back I believe in the Biden administration or the Obama administration, they put this EPA protocol in place, not a law, just rules that said that CO2 gas, CO carbon dioxide was a pollutant. And so that's how they regulated all these different climate change rules that we all have to live by.
Well, how do they decide what's a pollutant?
The 98% of the scientists got together.
Yeah, but okay, that's just not. I hate when people say stuff like that.
That's exactly why I said it.
Well,
There was a consensus of scientists.
Like, you literally collected everyone who works in every science on the planet and asked them, and 98% of them
no,
said the
they
same thing.
didn't.
Because trust me, I know a whole bunch of guys.
Because you're the 1 in a million person that's going to take their statistic and actually go look it up
Oh,
and raise the bullshit flag.
yeah. Well, I mean, then what do you consider a scientist? Do you need a PhD to be considered a scientist in this scenario, or do you just need to work in the sciences?
I think you just got to work in the sciences. I could be
So
considered
realistically,
a scientist.
a firefighter, especially like a fire chief or marshal,
Yeah,
is a
they're definitely.
scientist.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, I went to fire science school for this stuff. I mean, really, any trade is a science. Like, think of fusing metals together when you weld.
But I mean, I don't think a lot of people realize that what Trump's been trying to go through. He learned a lot of shit from his first term.
Yes,
He's
and I
been
think 4
going
years off
through
healthcare.
and trying to put more permanent policies in place that the next Democratic president that comes in just can't change them all with an executive order. So,
Like what just happened with Youngkin.
yeah.
And basically Trump the first time in office, right?
Yep.
And it specifically mentioned the stop-start feature in mandatory in cars.
Oh, I hate that.
Why?
Every time I have to
Why
drive
does this
somebody,
bother people?
it's just weird.
It is weird, but if my engine's going to shut off when I'm stopped for
Are
5
you really
minutes,
saving that much gas by shutting off for 30 seconds?
no, actually, in automotive school, which you could consider science too,
Yep.
I can cite you that shutting your engine off and waiting 2 minutes. It has to be something like 2 minutes before it makes a difference at all, because simply starting the engine again dumps fuel in way more than running. So realistically, you're burning less fuel by letting your engine idle for 30 seconds at the light, you know? And like I said, I studied it in the sciences.
In the sciences?
Friggin' thermodynamics, fluid dynamics, all that good shit. What kind of inertia, what kind of force you need to create the inertia to start spinning the engine. I'm sure you've noticed when you start your engine, it revs a little bit higher than normal, right? That's a lot more gas than just idling. But it doesn't bother me if it's actually saving gas, because it somehow, when you restart your car, when the car restarts with the start thing.
Start.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, again, I'm still not sure what I think of it. I got a feeling people didn't sit down.
You have a car with it?
What?
You have a car with it?
The Malibu.
Okay.
And at first I got freaked out. I thought the damn thing stalled the first time I
exactly
came to the. Oh, check this out. You know that red light that somewhat near my house?
Yeah, 20 miles away.
It's the only stoplight in the entire county, dude. I love people give instructions like, "Oh, turn left at the light."
Yeah, the light.
Yeah, the light
with the capital T.
Exactly. Which, by that way, that red light is at the original custard stand, and they were on Shark Tank.
You told me that as you gave me the tour.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
The 30-second tour.
Yeah.
That town's smaller than my hometown, and I had 30 people in my graduating class. So
yeah, Aurora's in a kindergarten class. She's got all the kindergarten. Granted, there's 3 kindergartens in the county.
Right.
The whole county, 1 high school.
And they merge into multiple middle schools and 1 high school.
Yes. And she's got 28 kids in all the kindergartners in the area, you know?
Yeah.
Guapo has arrived.
Yes. Wearing black, but can't hear him because he's muted.
Yeah, he's always got that sucker on mute.
I gotta switch off. Just woke up from a nap.
A little late for a nap.
Dude, it's never too late for a nap.
yeah. Well, I woke up at 4:00 this morning. So
I woke up at 6 o'clock this morning.
I was up until like 5 o'clock this morning.
So I get home and like, oh, the couch looks nice. Still waking up.
I would just like to say that Guapo is doing his part as the token minority by perpetually being late
and leaving early.
Yeah, and leaving right after communion in church.
yeah. I gotta go. I gotta beat traffic out of this church.
Stereotypes, folks. Stereotypes. That doesn't mean they're real, but they come from somewhere, don't they?
I gotta earn my stereotype.
I thought that accent did it.
So there is a you're not gonna care, you don't care about, oh yeah, you said you're rolling in somewhere else. So yeah, if nobody was paying attention, the Seattle Seahawks just won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and you know what? I enjoyed the first half as much as most people wouldn't. It was a defensive game. It was just field goals until the Patriots got a touchdown.
Yeah, it was, but the Patriots did not pull it off.
No one really expected him to. I didn't follow the
season.
Well,
all my Patriots fans, my brother did.
Wow, that's just because they wanted it to happen. They did, you know what I mean?
I mean, you guys played an easy schedule to get into the playoffs, and then you had lucky breaks in the playoffs. So.
Yeah, see, I don't get to watch a lot of professional sports. I will say, though, however, streaming it, I think it was on Paramount Plus.
The Super Bowl was on Peacock this year.
Peacock. Okay, you're right. It was on Peacock. Clear as crystal clear. I think it glitched once. Versus Netflix, when every time the quarterback pulls his arm back to throw, it freaking freezes for 3 seconds, and you hear the commentators yelling that it skips to modern, like right now, live frame, and the guy's running down the field with the ball. You're like, what happened? But yeah, Seahawks won, but check this out: the game was in California, wasn't it?
So next year's game's in California too.
Where was this one?
San
It was, I
Francisco,
was gonna say there was the bridge on the center of the
Golden
center
Gate
field.
Bridge.
So I had guessed San Francisco, but there's check this out, Guapa. Did you know this? California is taxing the crap out of their Super Bowl champions at jock tax, and the quarterback is actually going to end up having lost money playing in this game.
I would just move on. Yeah. Well, you know what?
The
Not,
game
not
was
where he
there.
lives, where the game happened.
In
The business transaction
California,
happened in
they charge you by the day you're in the state for the Super Bowl. So
That's the player.
so it's
that's
like a daily rate they all have to pay. That's
Oh.
ridiculous.
I would
It's
not
an
host
extra
a,
tax.
I would not host a football game in there no more.
Well, the NFL is going to do what they're going to do. It's up to the athletes to say, no, I don't want to play in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Who's going to say that for real?
Nobody.
No. All right. This happened. Okay. Next game, I'm not playing California. I'm not paying those taxes, you know?
Yeah,
But
or they get kicked out of the league or forfeit those games and never make the playoffs again.
Yeah.
They'll never get a ring.
Yeah, you'll never get a ring that way.
But you're going to be paying taxes, you know? Like, why? For what? What are you going to game?
Well,
Anyway.
see, your average football player, I say that your average professional football player is still an amazing athlete, right?
Mhm.
Just not your top of the line guys, like the quarterback for Seattle, right?
Mhm.
He's going to sell enough in merchandise and commercials because his name is from the Super Bowl to more than offset this tax he's paying in California. But like the left guard, does anyone know who the left guard for the
No.
Seahawks? Yeah, no, exactly. You're not buying his jersey, are you?
No,
Then he's not selling sneakers, is he?
no.
And it depends. Yeah, I know. Depending on how you set up your offense, you may have guards, you might not. Yeah, I know how the game works. But yeah, I just thought that was nuts. The quarterback for the winning team ended up losing money by winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Blew my mind.
And that's why I put the article in there.
Well, this is the same shit we were talking about a while ago when California wanted to tax you for 10 years income after you leave California, remember?
I think they're still
Yeah.
trying.
Yeah, like, oh, yeah, you moved out. You still owe us 10 years of income tax. Like, fuck you. I'm not working in California anymore.
Yeah.
And yes, normally these guys would have to pay a tax where the job was performed. But there's a special tax attached to professional athletics in California.
Right.
Oh.
And what do you think about the halftime show?
I watched it after the fact.
I didn't actually watch it at all because I was driving home from the VFW where I won a little bit of money on a pool.
Oh, nice.
And we did turn on a couple of TVs in the VFW to the alternate halftime show.
Yeah, I
Oh, you
watched
guys
the
go
TV first that
full.
one. And at first, I actually put it in the group chat. It was like Kid Rock's lip syncing, but then it fixed. It turns out there was like a syncing issue with the gear.
Oh.
Yeah, it was an all right show. That
I will listen to it on YouTube on my way back home from the VFW. So
I thought it was
like
cool.
their music made a lot more sense to me than somebody that can't speak English.
I think
Actually,
he can speak English.
Yeah,
He can.
English is his first language.
Yeah, he just prefers to perform in non-English.
Well, and here's the thing, man, is everyone's pretending like they love Bad Bunny all the time. All of a sudden, it's like you have no idea. Well, you know what I'm talking about. So you have no idea. Like all you're is bada 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 bada.
They don't know what he's saying. He's talking about all kinds of horrible things.
He was talking about getting women drunk and having sex with them, and how many women he does it to. Exactly. And I was just like, don't get me wrong. I was listening. I was like, my Spanish ain't that good. You know what I mean? Like, but I'm pretty sure he's talking about giving women a whole bunch of drinks and then sleeping with them. I was like,
that sounds like rape.
Yeah, I was like, I thought we called that rape now. Like, what happened to me too?
No,
wait a minute. He's attractive though.
Yeah, only if you're rich.
Yeah, maybe I'll get pregnant like Elon Musk's kids, right?
Elon Musk's kids make money when, The
That's what I
moms are
mean.
make them. That's whole financial situation with them.
Yeah. And as much as I like what Elon Musk is doing in general,
Yep.
I don't think he should be spreading his seed like that.
Mm.
I understand, go bang women. I'm not even gonna get on you about that, but you're having a bunch of children with these women, and yeah, you're financially taking care of them, but these kids need a dad.
Mm.
And I understand
Yeah.
he thinks we need to repopulate, not even repopulate, but populate, because next generation has to be bigger than the last one, or else it can't support the previous one.
It's getting that way.
Yeah. Well, shoot, Social Security's already approaching insolvency. It'll be gone before I can apply, maybe even before you can, Brian.
Oh, but I got my Department of War check coming in. So
Well, your VA disability.
no, and my Renee
Oh,
retirement check.
right. You get a retirement check just like the wife does.
Yeah.
Yeah. She got early retirement, which means
So
she
a check
doesn't get a full check.
with
Which
the
is
check.
true, but the issue is I got out because I had the more dangerous job and I had already had a seizure. And I got out so she could stay in and retire. Then she gets into a fucking car accident. And I was like, well, that just fucked up everything,
Yeah.
We were depending on an actual full retirement for an E5 or E6.
Or
Which, let's
two.
be real, I did 7 years in the Navy. I was E5. In 20 years, I could have easily been a chief, right?
Oh, yep.
Assuming I wasn't the giant jerk. But you guys continue on. My child this year. I need to speak with her.
Trying to find a document.
What document?
The document we used to talk.
Oh, he went to the bathroom.
No,
So
no.
apparently,
Mhm.
there was a man in a dress on school shooting spree. But don't worry, local leaders are going to use their respective pronouns. This is the Canadian lady that dropped out of school at 8th grade, started transitioning at 12, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And when the shooting happened in Canada, they were so polite that they made sure they got her, you know, him, her pronouns right.
God, that's just gonna kill us.
Meanwhile, she killed her mom, stepbrother, and like 4 or 5 people in the school. And herself.
He on the gun or somebody else on the gun?
Well, apparently the authorities had been to the house already and pulled guns out of the house. So
Well, this is the biggest issue, I think, is the fact that they were trying to obscure the fact this is a transgender individual.
Yeah.
they did it first, yeah.
Did you see the police chief or whatever?
Yeah, yeah. I put
looks to the
this
left.
article in here where they said it her, yeah.
But yeah, gun person like looks over like, did I just screw up by saying that? Is that wrong? And it's like you're reading a PC chart here.
Even if it's a woman, you call her a gunman now.
What?
If it's a woman shooting, an actual woman, will you call her a gunman?
You can.
Yeah, just
Gunman's
for
a
like
generic term.
yeah,
Exactly. You can get away. But the thing is, if you call the species man, people get offended too. If you call them a congressman, people get offended.
And then they're offended they're called Congress women and Congress men, So I mean, yeah, it's everybody's offended. Somebody's always offended.
And that's the thing, though, is like, how can you be offended by being called congressman instead of congresswoman if we can't define what a man or a woman
Well,
is?
there should have been a congressperson.
That's what they're using, though. That's the goddamn problem, dude. No, oh my God. First of all, take a biology class in high school, right? Like
I did.
Even sex ed in elementary school. That one will teach you. But
Yeah.
now look at any other fucking job on the planet that requires using your hands. There are male and female parts, aren't there?
Mm-hmm.
Guapo, you know your way around a fitting, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a male part that goes into the female part, and the female part clamps, and you got a sealed union. And I remember they got upset in the Navy about male and female fittings. Oh, you can't say that. This is shortly after they got upset about master valves and slave valves.
Oh, they get upset about that shit too.
Yeah. No, but
master
I was like,
bedroom, Master bedroom, another one.
Yeah,
too.
master bedroom. But like a master valve and a slave valve, one valve is like localized to where like people actually are, right? And that spins a giant steel cable down through the ship, down, way down below, to spin the actual valve to open or close something. So you don't have to run down 4 decks across the center line twice on different decks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're still using the vehicle too. You got a slave out and then brake, the brake, master brake.
Yeah. Yeah, you got the big hydraulic crank that you spin it with.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about. It was right there. Probably next to repair lock a 2 or 3.
Oh no, I don't know nothing about that. Talk about in the vehicles, you still got master and slave, cylinders and stuff. Master cylinder, slave cylinder.
Yeah, you hit this here and it makes that happen over there.
Yeah.
This tells that what to do. Like, oh, that's offensive. I'm like, well, what words do you want to use do I need to use 6 extra words to describe how to do an emergency repair? Right?
If you're AI, you would.
I think this came about when the fuck everybody want to go political correctness. Let's do political correctness. Next thing we end up with this language and shit.
What language?
The
The
PC
what we
language.
talking right now.
How you're not allowed to have a master valve or a slave valve.
No, that's not correct.
Or
they don't
your
call it
engine's not
political
retarded.
Vulcanese.
Yeah. What do they call it? A microaggression. You obviously weren't trying to be offensive, but I was offended. Therefore, you're wrong.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck is that?
That's your own fucker probably get offended by
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah. It seems like you have a problem, not me.
Yeah. Like we could call each other names or like whatever,
Well, especially vets and active duty guys, the things we've called each other and done to each other. Oh my God. I don't know about you topsiders, but I'm sure Guapo probably saw at least some of the shit we did down below decks and engineering because, being a mechanic and all.
Yeah, everybody got their own shit going on. It's just part of the job, like if you cannot take the fucking little heat, what make you think this person gonna
Well, that's why light hazing is actually a good thing.
Yeah.
Like,
that's what I do to my kids.
Don't
like
drown people, but like, no, for real, send the new guy out to go get a fucking air sample from the hangar bay with the trash bag, right?
Yeah.
Because we need to make sure it's going to work well for the helicopter,
That's what I do with my kid. I bully him a little bit. So like when the thing comes, when somebody bully him, like whatever, my dad called me worse.
Yeah, exactly. I've heard worse.
I heard worse.
And I am prepared to play that game if you are too. Well, it's funny. The wife's got a shirt that says, I'm a veteran. My husband's a veteran. All my friends are veterans. Before you try to hurt my feelings, remember, I don't have any. And you probably do.
That's funny.
Well, what's even funny is I remember I started this thing way back in the day when I was in the Navy. How long ago was that?
A couple of years ago.
Yeah, a couple of years ago. There was an app on my phone. You could like hide your voice, change your voice in the phone call, and you could change the phone number you were calling from.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I called the guy from the number 666, and I had like this devil voice on.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I've stolen your couch. Give me, $6 million by Tuesday, or I'll fuck your couch. And now, after this JD Vance thing went down when he fucks couches, I was like, son of a bitch. Anyway. Yeah, this is interesting. Massachusetts, a judge said you can't opt your kids out of certain lessons that disagree with your religion. Now, granted, that's not the way it was worded, but that's what came down.
Right.
This guy cannot keep his kindergarten out of gender spectrum ideology, whatever.
You should be able to. That's why so many people are homeschooling their kids these days.
Yeah.
Well, the problem is everybody noticed it when their kids were remote schooling.
Yeah.
And they've already forgotten. They were so offended by all this stuff. So, you know what I mean? The whole time. And then as soon as they couldn't see it anymore, it's not an issue anymore. Then you wonder why your daughter comes here at 16, 17 years old with her freaking, with a septum ring and her hair dyed blue saying how you're a Nazi,
Yeah, she wants to be a barista.
Yes, I want to serve coffee the rest of my life. And then I'm going to demand you pay me more money to make your coffee. I making coffee should earn as much money as you building skyscrapers. All right. Moving on to local.
All right, an hour in, we're in the local.
Yeah. The House here passed the bill, make West Virginia healthy again, and it's already kicked into effect. I'm seeing signs on doors everywhere at gas stations and convenience stores about how you cannot buy soda and
Not
certain other
EBT.
things with EBT anymore.
I think we got that in place in Virginia too.
And I thought, I was like, oh, that's neat. And then I saw the article. I was like, oh, there you go. And then today, Brian, you shared an article about RFK Jr., the Make America Healthier guy, was sewing lines of blow off of, I'm going to assume, a public toilet seat, because if it was your house, you would use the lid or the sink, not the toilet seat, wouldn't you?
Exactly. The toilet seat does. That's why I put it on there. It's like,
How many different asses were on
Yeah.
that toilet seat? How many people had explosive Hershey squirts all over that toilet
It
seat?
sounds disgusting.
Oh my God. That's all I could think. I was like, dude, like if you're gonna be doing lines, like you don't do it off the toilet seat. I was like, that's just
Bathroom
fucking
open?
gross. That's gross, dude. Yeah, exactly. You do it off the lid on the back, right? Or like the sink. Just think of that fat, sweaty guy that was oily like peanut butter, you know, who just ate like 4 pepperoni rolls sitting on that toilet, and you walk in behind him and snort it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought that was funny. Oh, looks like Brian still
Oh
getting yelled
shit!
at.
Breaking news! Breaking news!
What's breaking? Can we fix it?
No, Puerto Rico recognized unborn people.
No way.
Yeah,
Whoa. Are they allowed to do that? Oh,
they're
no.
their own sovereign. Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
states.
they still
state-
got a governor. They're kind of like a state, but yeah,
Yeah, our states have the same basic authority too.
yeah.
And I wish Brian was here to hear this, but he's too busy getting yelled at about something
Yeah.
stupid he did.
Yeah,
Probably
all
got.
he
Oh,
did.
and he doesn't know he's not muted either.
I was trying to find it because I saw it on Facebook. Okay, let me look it up. And
Well-
you go to Google, Puerto Rico enacted law recognizes unborn children as legal person from conception.
Yeah, that means no abortions.
Oh,
All right, well, keep that one ready to go when Brian comes back, assuming his marriage didn't just fall apart.
I don't know how to share from a laptop.
What's up?
Did I show you that website about how you can check all the airlines on the air at the same time?
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, it's like a link.
You send me a
That's
lot of stuff. Most of it's videos.
Yeah, because it's funny sometimes.
Uh,
But this is like the website, all the airplanes around the world, where they flying from, what they're doing, where they are.
yeah,
Yeah.
I knew that was public access. I just never went and bothered
I
looking
always
it up.
thought it's cool. Like, man,
That's
I
how
wish I
they-
knew.
That's how they were tracking Elon Musk's plane for so long, was by tracking the tail number.
Yeah, but what's I about to tell you? I wish I could see like the one in, you guys haven't talked about New Mexico yet, haven't you? Oh, El Paso.
We did. We
Yeah,
did.
we did.
And Brian, is everything all right?
Yeah. We had to wait for the bathroom.
All right. I was like, oh, Brian's marriage is falling apart in front of our eyes.
Oh, well, I don't know how that's happening because she's in Michigan. I'm in Virginia. It's actually pretty good right now.
Oh, it's some illegal immigrant pooping in Brian's toilet.
Mm.
Yeah.
No, Guapo just shared some breaking news out of Puerto Rico.
Okay.
Guapo?
Oh yeah, sorry. Puerto Rico enacted a law recognizing unborn children as legal person from conception. So
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah. Well,
abortion's illegal now in Puerto Rico.
yeah. Are you sure? Are these guys sure they want to make Puerto Rico a state now?
They don't know what they're asking for. And like, dude, I don't think all of this shit the Democrats doing is always gonna backfire in the face, dude.
Oh, already brought that up, dude. About
Yeah.
especially it came up because of the 6 Democrats that aren't being charged for basically telling people to
And Senator Kelly.
yeah. Oh, this
No,
is going
but
to come back and bite them in the ass. They're not going to let the Department of War handle this, at least
yeah.
for their own people.
No, but I'm saying like they're doing this the district here in Virginia, and then look at the map. It's like I don't know, man. This shit can backfire. Backfire on them big
Well,
time.
something a lot of the people in Virginia forget about,
Mm.
especially the Democrats, because they tend to live on the coast, is that there's a lot more people living in Western Virginia than they realize
Yeah.
that are out in the mountains, and they keep being surprised when they actually show up to vote.
Mhm.
All right. Oh, Buchanan Upshur Middle School. It's maybe 2 hours from me.
Mhm.
Middle school. Kid got arrested. Like apparently they go to like the gym or whatever right after getting off the bus before they start the school day or something. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
But this guy airdropped a shooter list of all of something like 36 sixth graders or something like that he wanted to kill.
Airdrop.
And yeah, it's a Apple thing, right? You can like send messages to everyone around you.
Oh, it's an Apple thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And all I could think was this stupid kid has no idea that they can easily find out where all those messages came from. And they did.
Mhm.
But yeah, he wanted to kill a bunch of sixth graders, at least according to this list, and he was picked up in a hurry.
That's good.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's the difference. When people make threats in conservative states, something's done about it.
Mm.
Versus, it's not their fault, it's everyone else's fault. And then they shoot up a school. No, it's not their fault, it's because they're trans.
No, it's not even. I'm not. I'm not. I think they just gravitate towards the ideology. Let's call it that for now. Just to have. I don't know. Like I think is then they're not. I don't want to say real. They're not actually people that want to transition. They just. I guess they're asking for attention.
They want to be different and special.
Yes.
Transitioning is one thing. That's something
Yeah,
Claire is doing, actually going through the process. Which
Yeah, but this is Claire made the decision as an adult.
as an adult too, yes.
Yeah, not these people getting all this like, oh, I could, and I think what's going on is a lot of crazy people, and they go through all those drugs up stuff and fucking.
That doesn't have their mental stability.
Yeah.
What? I feel bad. There's this little boy in my daughter's kindergarten class. He's got this long hair, which, all right, I can deal with the long hair.
Mm-hmm.
It's braided.
Like how?
And he's got
like a biking braiding or
no
like
one long braid down the middle and the back and bangs.
Wow.
I was
Is it
like, why
like
would
a
you do
local-
this to your son?
Is it like a local culture type of deal?
I haven't seen anyone else doing that.
No, like I mean, like it looked like a hickey. I mean, hickey, like a
Hickey.
hillbilly type of bangs.
Dudes don't do bangs, and they don't tend to do a long braid down the back.
This is like a feminine type of braid.
Yes,
Like,
it looks like mommy wanted a little girl.
See, that's different. I think that's mommy want a girl. Yeah, because you actually that happened because mom want a boy, or mommy want a girl, and they push that type of stuff into the kids.
Well, Brian, here's what's crazy is this little boy that I'm talking about is the one, that the one house like across the street and over a little bit. That's where this little boy lives, and just recently started going to school after the state police showed up to their house.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm like, oh my God, we're dealing with like truancy issues. It looks like mom wants a second daughter instead of two sons and a daughter,
Yeah.
Ooh.
And is the daddy in the picture?
I don't know the guy.
Mm.
He
But I mean,
hasn't
do
been
you
around
see-
when I've seen anything happen.
Okay.
But it was wild seeing the state police show up. I was like, holy crap. It was like not even the county marshal, the deputies,
But it didn't show. They didn't show up to your house.
No, what am I doing? Oh, speaking of cops showing up to my house.
Let's just slide to the next subject.
Well, the cops didn't show up because of where I live. But
okay.
wife went out. I sent her out asked her to go get me some beer and cigarettes while I was burning some stuff when it was above 0 degrees because so much tree fell in the yard already.
Okay.
She comes back with my beer and my smokes and a brand new friggin' 308 rifle for me.
Oh wow,
Yeah. So
nice.
Maybe you can choose something this year.
yeah, well, it's funny because I said something. I was like, yeah, now I have to spend as much money again on a sight. She's like, what do you mean? Use the iron sights. I was like, they haven't put iron sights on a modern rifle in a long time. It's built to come to mount a scope. You can buy iron sights to install, but at that point, why not just put a freaking like a 4x15, 4 to 15 by 90 or something like that. Magnify and get a dot. And here's our repeat offender who knows nothing about rifles.
That's all right, mate.
He's
I live in a
not
safe
allowed to.
country.
Well, it was
I live
great
in a
though,
safe
man. Like
country, bro.
But they are going to host an NFL game next year.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
certainly
see, and
are.
I think that has a lot to do with why Bad Bunny was the guy. So they're trying to make the NFL international. They're trying to make it global.
They are totally trying to make it international, but there's
The
a
problem
difference
is the
between
rest of the world
Bad
wants
Bunny in
soccer.
Australia.
Nah, we think
They
he's
actually
gay.
speak English in Australia.
True, but I'm just saying, like most of the world wants football, soccer.
Yeah.
That's what most of them like. You
Nah, not in
may
Australia, mate.
watch American football and be like, okay, it's a neat game, but it's not super popular anywhere except for here.
Mate, 100%. 100%. We've got a little following here in Australia. But, mate, rugby league, Aussie rules, that's the popular game. Soccer.
Yeah. Exactly. Like the same thing with like rugby, though. I watch rugby and I'm like, if I understood the rules better, this might be more fun to watch, which I'm certain is an issue watching American football if you don't know the rules. Like,
Well, it's pretty similar. The only thing is, you guys get 4 downs, we get 6 tackles. We pass the ball back, you pass it forward, you carry it in goal, we put it down in the in goal. We've got to actually ground the ball.
Yeah.
4 points a try. You call touchdown, we call them tries. Conversion is worth 2 points, and a field goal is worth 1.
All right, same general sport.
Yeah.
Just completely different interpretations of them.
Yeah, we play for 2 40-minute halves, no timeout, no stoppages.
That's why I like hockey. There's no quarters or halves. 3 20-minute periods. And why I hate soccer. It says it's an hour long, when the game takes freaking 5 hours.
Maybe it's
Mate,
football.
0-1.
Who was it? Ronaldo. Did you see how much he got paid when he was Saudi Arabia after he spent all his time in bloody Europe and that?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Ronaldo, one of the number 1 soccer players in the world.
All right. Like a
Another
kind of guy.
exciting news back in Norfolk. The taxpayers are going to pay a little bit of money to, buy out the lease to MacArthur Mall because there's few people in there that they're shutting the thing down in June.
Yeah, what's the business that's getting shut down? They're
HMA.
being bought out.
H&M, yes.
Whoa.
Were they
Why,
the
isn't that
last people there?
Yeah, they had a agreement for like 2030 or something like that. Such outrageous year.
But why do they want them out? Because that mall is not full of stores.
Yeah, I know, but they don't want. They got a lease.
$1.5 million they got to pay for
They
the
had to
early
pay the
termination,
contract
and
to
then
sell
the
it.
city of Norfolk is paying, I think, about the same amount to the company that they allowed to build the mall and manage the mall. So you got more taxpayer dollars you're going to have on
I
the
need to
hook.
move out of the city.
Well, didn't all these people run on affordability, and all of a sudden they're just increasing the cost of everything?
The state. This is the city. The
State
city's
ran
lost
on
it.
affordability.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So this is the MacArthur's. No, that's not Norfolk, is it?
Yeah,
Yes, it
MacArthur,
is. Yeah. Or Regal
Downtown
Civilized
Norfolk.
is.
Why did I think it was in Hampton?
No, it's Norfolk. I was
Downtown
actually, when I was on active duty in the Navy, this is how long its mall has been around. I actually was employed by a private security company to protect the mall while it was being built.
Geez, you're old.
Fuck you.
What year was this? 95?
No, before that, I think it was built in '93.
Oh damn.
Um,
It was a beautiful ball too. I like damn. It's a shame.
is the
to see it.
MacArthur Center the one that had all the bars in it that got shut down too?
No,
Yeah.
that's Waterside.
Water
Yeah.
side. Okay.
Yeah, MacArthur Mall is like it's the one thing with the elevators and the movie theaters on top with the restaurants.
Yeah.
on top.
Rainforest Cafe in there back in the day and stuff like that.
Yeah, which the food was always terrible, but everyone went there because it was fun.
Yeah, and it was a lot of good looking mall, dude. Like yeah.
Malls
one
are
of the-
done though. People want shopping plazas.
No,
and I
Lee
don't
Haven,
understand
Lee
why.
Haven is still open. People go over there a lot.
Oh,
Yeah, and this
Lee
mall
Haven
in
Mall.
Kingston, this Kingston Mall in Kingston, Massachusetts, was open before I left, and
Mhm.
I think it still is. There was like 4 businesses in this place that used to have like 100.
Well, the thing about this MacArthur Ball, there was a lot of shooting and stuff, and the city didn't do nothing about it. So people was like, "I'm not going back over there."
Yeah, didn't we cover one about how some dude was like eating his lunch at work in the mall,
Yeah,
and like this dude got it up in his face and gave him shit for like a TikTok thing, and he got shot in
I guess.
MacArthur?
But there's so much violence going on. They let teenagers run around. They say like, "No, you can't." Like it was it's just they dropped the ball.
yeah,
The
I
city
don't
dropped the
do
ball.
MacArthur Mall anymore.
Oh, I dropped the ball in setting this up. I put one of the West Virginia things down under Virginia.
That's cool.
Yeah, I got 2 of your Virginia ones in green because like maybe we just don't bring them at all.
I can't even read them, so I guess we're not doing it
Tried
anymore.
to
Well,
find
one
that.
of them's about the worst intersections in the Hampton Roads area.
Yeah, no, I just
I don't
whatever.
care.
Yeah.
Well, half of them are on Mercury, and the other half
Hampton.
are on Jefferson.
Hampton is a shitty-
None of them are in Norfolk because there's no,
No, this
bad
one-
intersection
this
in
one-
Norfolk.
This one is I think Chesapeake Boulevard, Virginia Beach Boulevard.
Yeah,
I
there's
mean,
a couple, but for the most
yeah.
part, it's like where Jefferson
Hampton.
meets this and where Mercury meets that.
Fuck you guys. Fuck you. Fuck
Didn't you just have a whole bunch of wrecks like right in front of your house on Mercury Boulevard?
Brian was one of them.
Not today.
Was he?
Yeah, when the tire flew off.
That wasn't over here by my house. That was a couple blocks.
Is it Hampton?
Yeah, it was happening, motherfucker.
Might be the roads, not
No, it wasn't the roads.
the conditions of the road. Anyways.
They're not as bad as Norfolk.
Oh yeah.
And there's another one you got here. A man has been accused of trespassing on a Suffolk elementary school. Creepy looking
Oh
guy.
yeah, he got beat up. He looked like he got beat up and stuff. Like
Yeah, it looked like he looked like Mankind from the WWE.
yeah,
With this weird bandage on his face.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. But
Terrifying looking man.
That's the 2 topics. Okay, bye, wet.
Well, I got one more here about West Virginia.
Okay.
One of the state's attorneys, the Commonwealth's attorneys, it says, which is not really a Commonwealth, but Matthews County Commonwealth. One of the prosecutors was found dead in her home from an apparent gunshot wound. No gun found on site, so they're assuming it's not a suicide.
No, this is a Virginia story now. What?
Oh, is it? I'm sorry. My mistake. Maybe that's right. I thought that was here. My mistake.
No, that's Virginia.
All right.
Yeah.
That's fucking nuts, dude.
She just got
There's
elected.
a lot of Virginians been getting injured and killed in here. Remember that
I
representative
think the
guy
Clintons
set
are
on fire?
moving. I think Clintons are moving to Virginia.
Don't tell me that shit. No.
Get out, Guapo.
Oh hell no. She's gonna come deliver a package for me.
Actually, it's funny. A dude was just found a couple days ago here in West Virginia, and the next county over from me. He's been missing for like 10 years with warrants out for his arrest, but he was living in the middle of nowhere, just disappeared, like fell off the grid. And I was like, geez, West Virginia is the place to just vanish.
Yep.
Especially if you can like hunt and grow.
Probably that's why they get a lot of sighting of Bigfoot. They just a guy just hiding for the cops and shit,
I think a lot of that now is just folklore. Back in the day, it was probably some guy walking home from the tavern and it was a half-mile walk.
It's like,
and,
let me cut through the woods.
Yeah, and there's Mothman, you know?
He's trying to take a piss, like, oh shit, there is Bigfoot.
Apparently, Mothman's a good guy. I didn't realize
I don't know who's that. I thought, who's that?
There's a whole There's a whole big, huge museum that you go to check out in West Virginia.
About
Yes.
Mothman,
And one about Bigfoot, believe it or not. But yeah, Mothman's a Mothman and his eyes glow red.
Sasquatch, Bigfoot.
But Mothman typically has shown up like in the road when cars are driving down. People will stop and like turn around like, nope. And then it turns out 20 minutes later, the bridge collapsed they were about to cross.
Mm.
It's always been stuff like that. And I was like, oh, that's kind of crazy. All right. Let's move on to how we're spending our taxpayer dollars and why.
God.
And I'm sure the Australian will chime in when it comes to blowing taxpayer dollars because Australia is as bad as we are. They're just not blowing it on global defense.
Do you realise we just got a new opposition leader? Would you believe that?
You got your what now, leader?
A new opposition leader instead of a new prime minister. The opposition. They just dumped their leader.
Okay.
You know, you talk about us going through so many prime ministers because
I know
isn't that.
So opposition leader is about to take the position of prime minister, or see
No,
how does this? So you have no prime minister right now.
Yeah, we've got a prime minister, the opposition leader. That's like who was on the Democrats against Trump. You know, well, they just got the boot because of their tax policies and that. So yeah, mate, it's all happening. But you guys seem to be going all right. Your inflation's stopped down. I noticed. What's it at under 2.5 now?
Going down.
But yeah, inflation is way down from where it was. It's below pre-pandemic level.
You've had a lot of bloody cuts too, haven't you? It's like, how many tax cuts have you had this year? Now that the Trump's administration is now kicking in with their financial.
That depends on what tax bracket you're in and how much this and that. And like he set up some kind of IRA account or almost like a trust fund for children being born.
Yeah, but they got to be born this year. Early.
Yeah, and it was about the pandemic babies. And I was like, my kid was born in the pandemic. Like I was like the last father at the hospital who was allowed to be there when my child was born before they said, no, you can't even be here. So I don't get any of that money, which sucks. But
and what about tax on overtime, mate? Isn't it a couple of states knocking that back on the head too?
They wanted to do no tax on overtime. That didn't go through as far as I know, because it's a real issue.
Oh, no, it did my taxes. And you have to claim, it had to be less than $25,000.
Yeah, okay. So if you work overtime for 1 week, you're gonna get hooked up. But then you go back to your regular. You got screwed for working extra hours.
Yeah, I think because they asked me about overtime. Do you work overtime? Like, nah.
Well, I remember I was trying to put away some money. So for like 2 weeks, because I had a bi-monthly, not bi-monthly, semi-monthly paycheck. 2 weeks I worked 80-hour weeks. And I realized as soon as I had 40 hours in that week, the amount of pay, they're like, oh, you're making time and a half. Yeah, except I'm getting taxed at double time.
Yeah,
right. Exactly.
So it turned out I was only making 25% of my pay by working more hours. I'm like, you're not incentivizing me to get shit done and make money.
Yeah.
You tell me it's not worth it.
Yeah.
The
way it was, but now
especially if you jump into another tax bracket.
Yeah.
During that overtime. Then I made like $80 working an extra 40 hours.
If you do that type of work and stuff, might as well you get a salary.
No, I was getting a salary.
Oh, but you get paid by the hour.
They only expected us to work 40 hours a week doing manufacturing. And then a big boom happened because a whole bunch. I was making weld jigs. I made the equipment that you'd use to hold your weld test plate and the equipment that would do the testing on your weld to see if you're certified to weld, right? There was a big boom in the market all of a sudden in schools and everything because all the welders were retiring because no one got into the business. So they're like, oh man, yeah, we're gonna hook you up with as much overtime as you want. And I was like, shit, I need an extra couple $1,000. I'm about to have a baby. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And after 2 weeks, I found out I only ended up making an extra like 25%,
Well,
working
there's
an
a
extra
double
40
problem for
hours in a
that.
week. Huh?
Yeah.
You did that in Massachusetts.
Yes. So I
Yeah.
got nailed by the federal government and by Massachusetts for
Well,
overtime.
see, if you get paid by the hour, you were getting paid by the hour. But if you're commission, I mean salary.
I know what you mean, but they basically they said this is how many hours you work in a week. Yeah, if you stay late today, come in late tomorrow or leave early tomorrow. That's what it
Mhm.
was. And then they said we need you to work more hours. So they worked out whatever the paperwork is.
Mm,
You know what I mean?
okay.
I could have said no. Basically, how's that?
Yeah.
And I still would have got paid the same amount for.
That's why I think need to kill the instant people that want to work overtime, because why? We're gonna get taxed more, you know.
Yeah,
there's no incentive.
Yeah.
There's no incentive to do it.
yeah, and I knew I was going to get taxed. Like I knew that was, but I was like, I'm still going to make, especially you go up to time and a half. You know what I mean? The time I was
Well,
making
same.
$35 an hour. So, add
Yeah.
another 50%. I was like, all right, this is going to be nice no matter how much I get taxed. And I was like, holy shit, I got nailed. Like, all what happened was I wasn't there for my wife when she was pregnant,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. And the same thing in Australia. It's like example at Christmas time, because my roster. So if my roster falls on Christmas Day, that's my normal shift, but I get paid double time and a half.
Double
the
time and a
following week-
half. Damn.
And the following week, it's true. The following week is Eve. I've got to work on that shift. I get that as well, but I got taxed this year. I got taxed. You put on top of that your normal fortnightly pay as well.
Mm.
I paid over $1,000 in tax. It's time away from family. It's time and everything.
Exactly. It's
You know
like
what I
I
mean?
actually got paid less money to work on
To
the
go to work.
holiday.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Might,
and that,
might as well you get a second job, because it would be a whole different, you know.
different. Yeah, exactly different. But then it's tough to move up too because you're not dedicated. You know what I mean? Then
Is
you're stuck
this
at two
true or not?
mediocre jobs.
Is this true? And I watched Dan Bongino this week talk about tax. The guy played in the Super Bowl. They took him down there
We
for a
talked
week.
about it.
Yeah, we already talked.
He ended up losing money winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they paid some back 200 something thousand. They made
As
180
the state
something
of
thousand.
California.
Yeah, got a lot of California.
That is crazy.
I will be all if that doesn't turn him Republican, I don't know what would now. I'll be all about it, both Republicans.
Well, here's the thing though: is the quarterback. I still don't know his name.
Sam Darnold.
He's gonna get deals selling sneakers.
Yeah, but still,
and gloves and T-shirts and jerseys. But yeah, what about every other guy in that the defensive line? Even more fun. Can anyone name anyone an NFL defensive line right now?
Nope.
Brian might be able to because he follows the Lions.
Nope.
No, you don't got one?
Nope. Now it's out of my head.
Yeah, so he's not selling merchandise, is he?
Nope.
And he just got nailed with that tax in California.
Oh, wouldn't you be spewing? But you have to play there. You have to be down there for a week for all your promotional bullshit and all that sort of stuff. And promote
by
the
the way,
game.
The Olympic Games have been going on since last episode, actually.
Yep.
Has anyone watched any of the games?
I have.
Just Brian and me?
Yeah.
That curling got me.
I got
I was so excited for the curling.
I do like curling. That's a fun. The Canadians always do well.
Yep. Americans beat the Canadians this year.
No kidding, right? Awesome. I watched biathlon. It's my favorite Winter Olympic sport besides hockey. No one has any idea what biathlon is, do they?
The skiing and
they ski and then they shoot.
Yeah, cross country skiing and target shooting.
Mm-hmm. The front stand up position.
Yeah, crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And you see him show up with these like $25,000 rifles. You know what I mean? And all I could think of was that Turkish guy with a handgun in the summer. It was like bang, 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 bang. You know?
No, but he that's not his first time. Dude. He always been going to the Olympics.
I know the guy's he's one of those dead eye shots,
Mhm.
you know. Anyway,
Hey, who's the good looking team in this year in the curling teams?
well, if the U.S. beat Canada, I'm going to assume the United States is in the
No,
running,
good looking
probably with
chicks.
Finland and Sweden.
Finland's win always by default. Okay.
Interesting sport. But yeah, I haven't watched any of the hockey. I don't even know if it started yet. Probably has.
It's more like a horseshoes type of deal rules.
Yeah, but you get to control how far that
No.
stone slides across the
Yeah,
ice.
yeah. No, like they point you like one kick, like the beanbag. If the beanbag kick the other bag, that doesn't count no more.
Well, then you got two guys clearing the ice and making it
Mhm.
smoother or rougher to speed it up or
Yep.
yeah, or slow it down. So Virginia apparently is looking to change to a tourism tax system while still taxing the crap out of their citizens.
Of course.
Who's gonna come here with the freaking taxes and shit?
Even worse is the people that live in the tourism areas like Virginia Beach
Mm-hmm.
are
They gotta
getting
pay for it.
nailed. Are getting
Yeah.
nailed by these taxes. Then they have to pay it all the time.
No,
Mhm.
they had this just last year. They increased the bill tax, and I don't want to go over there and pay extra for the same shit I could get here in Norfolk, because I like to go to Virginia Beach once in a while,
Well, check this out. They have a bed tax, which is supposed to target just like hotels, right?
Mhm.
Right.
But it turns out the way they worded it also hits hospitals and hospices.
Oh my
Nice.
god.
Yeah.
Good old Virginia Beach.
Yep. Didn't bother thinking out their language before they signed it into law.
No, probably they did. They're like, oh, I'm sorry, we didn't know that.
Let all these old people die. We could tear it down and
Mm-hmm.
friggin' build another Jamba Juice or whatever the hip kids are doing today.
Oh, the fucking waves, place.
Curves.
No, the little wave center, the ocean create waves and stuff now.
Oh, to go surfing on
Mhm.
land?
Yeah.
They're doing that on cruise ships.
So what?
They're doing that, like build a giant wave on a cruise ship. You can surf on the cruise ship.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was crazy. But while Virginia is dealing with all these ridiculous hospitality taxes, tourism stuff. Oh, Brian, sorry, I thought Brian was loading something up here.
No.
They're also talking about adding a new 10% tax on millionaires to fund schools, childcare, and housing.
Yeah.
How do you tax millionaires 10%? 10% of what?
Talk about their already taxes.
Well, I mean, like 10% of what? Of what they're earning? You just want to increase their income tax by 10%? Or do you
Yeah.
want to take 10% of their net worth?
No idea.
At some point, if you make $1 million a year, right? At some point when the taxes kick in, you're gonna talk to your boss and seriously say, "Can I make $999,999 a year
Yep.
instead?" Because then I get to pay 20% less tax. And let's be real. How many people get paid $1 million a year for a W-2 job? Typically, people making $1 million a year are entrepreneurs doing something different, right?
Yep.
So if
Mate,
you're making,
so many ones.
huh?
There'd be so many ways around that. They're just going to shoot themselves in the foot.
Yeah.
People just get incentives. They'll get houses in their contracts. There's
Well,
this multi-house that you can live in for your life. You know what I mean? You come here, we're paying you $200 a year.
Yeah, and I'm just trying to point out that I lost my point. Oh well. Oh well.
Sorry, mate. No.
Oh yeah,
no.
Only a handful of people make $1 million a year actual paycheck.
Right.
And they're usually got PhDs, and they're doing shit that we don't even comprehend usually. You know what I mean? They're working in hospitals trying to cure cancer, or they're building the new fuse for the new warhead for the freaking United States Navy kind of guys. You know what I mean? Manhattan Project kind of thing.
Right.
So, like, yeah, who's bringing in $1 million a year? The president of the United States doesn't even bring in $500,000 a year. by earned income. So
Yeah.
that's my
No,
point,
you're
though,
right.
Brian. That's my point, though, is how are you going to tax these people an extra 10%? Because there's not a bunch of people making $1 million a year.
No.
They
Well,
wouldn't
there should be.
announce this, huh?
Oh, but they always find a way around it. Like, oh, you know what? The perks are gonna increase. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. The house.
Exactly. You'll pay them $900,000 instead and double their
Mhm.
shares, or you'll give them a
Like
6-month timeshare in the
free
Bahamas.
free vehicles, free flights, or free
Yeah,
jets. You know, like,
exactly.
they
Yeah,
just
all under the
they just
company.
they just write this shit to sound good, but that shit. That shit, you know, that money is not going for school.
Well, then it turns into tax write-offs instead of taxes paid.
Mhm.
Oh, we had to use
Yep.
the jet to transport this person across the country. So it was business expense. Boom, tax write-off. All right. All right. What happened? Did you guys know what happened with Newsom and Cortez over at the Munich conference? I read the article, but I don't remember it. Apparently, they ran their mouths a bunch,
Yeah,
and I don't know about what.
I didn't share the article, so
Guapo never reads his articles before he shares them, does he?
I remember what it was about. Like, okay, and
Well,
well, I don't. Where you guys put the document on there? Anyways, I'm trying to find it.
find the what?
Document.
a second.
The
'Cause I
DACA
wanna-
band?
Document.
Document.
Oh, it's always under Google Docs.
I know, but I was
no.
it because it looked like you guys been used the 230.
Realistically, just
321.
go into the old one, then click open, and then just open the newer one. That's what I do every time. Then I close the old one.
We need to delete the old
I
one.
just put it in the Google Docs.
Google Doc, yeah, Google.
But yeah,
Doc.
Trump
No,
criticizes
three
Newsom.
drunken sailors.
Oh,
Oh, you
changed
put it in Three Drunken Sailors.
It was just too much work to find the gold.
Oh,
I know,
Docs.
right? What is it? A picture of a bunny on it too?
Bad Bunny.
Yeah, Bad Bunny.
It's a bad bunny. Yeah, you know what? I tried to get people to start calling him rabbit rodent,
Damn it.
but nobody cared. All right. Well, if he can find out if this is worth talking about, we'll move on.
No,
And
a request is sent. I need Brian to open.
No, what the fuck are you talking about? You should. I just sent you the. If you clicked on it in the Google Docs, you had access.
Yeah, just tell me Google Doc. You need access.
Really, when did you start locking the Google Docs, dude?
I didn't. I don't even know where the request went to. So let me figure this shit out.
That's
for a while we had it set up as anyone who has the link can enter.
I did. That's what I just tried to do it again.
All right. Well, New York has opened their first free grocery store.
It's not gonna.
How's that going?
It's not gonna last.
Well, what's funny is it's not funded by New York City. It's funded by Poly Market.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not New York. It's not Mandani's.
Nope. They're just giving to the community because they make
You
a
should
ton of
have
money.
access.
Got it.
And it's limited. It's like novelty bags.
Yeah. It's funny too because a lot of people were all upset about Poly Market, saying it's not regulated, just gambling, yada yada, degenerate, etc., etc. I just want to say it is federally approved because technically it's not gambling. You're buying shares in probability, and it's gambling to me.
Yeah.
But that's how they argue: is you're buying shares of a stock in how likely Trump is to say Bad Bunny in the next week,
Right.
or how
But
likely.
Polymarket is not just about that. It's about anything you can think about betting on. It's there.
Yes, but it's probability, not. So you can actually, you can't get out of a bet once you place a bet, but you can sell your shares if they go up in Poly Market. So if the odds change because everyone changes their mind, you can sell and make money.
Okay.
I thought it was illegal in the United States, but maybe not. Maybe that's something else because they did this whole thing about the election and you're not allowed to gamble on that. Maybe that's a different company. That's actually betting that's overseas.
Well, it's the same
That was
company.
Brian, the one that shared the news on the AOC document, not me.
Oh, Jesus, Brian. He went and scrolled back up to find it too.
No, I did. I was like,
That's what I said.
oh, because I don't remember hearing anything about this.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess they ran their mouths about, I think it was climate change, honestly, but it might have been about, I don't know, anything really.
Yeah.
You got to admit, it's funny. These guys go to foreign countries and complain about the immigration policy in the United States in countries that are
Meanwhile,
more
they're in
strict than the
Saudi
United States.
Arabia.
Yeah. England,
Davos.
Davos. Well, like, isn't Ellen getting kicked out of England right now?
Yeah, she said she's coming back, but yeah. George Clooney looks like he's fleeing to France because he's in the files.
Yes. Oh my god, I've had enough of this Epstein shit. I wanted to know, and now I'm just like, it doesn't fucking matter because I can't believe a goddamn thing that comes out. Can't believe it. And it turns out in this last batch, it shows that Trump was actually like an FBI informant on Epstein anyway.
Yeah.
Nobody knows that.
And Ghislaine Maxwell.
Yeah, and geez, go figure. Bill Gates is all of a sudden, oh, climate change isn't that big a deal. Maybe we should invest in the GOP. As it comes out that he gave his wife VD from banging someone on Epstein Island and slipped her drugs to handle the freaking venereal disease.
That's crazy.
That's why she left him, allegedly, once she found out. But I was like, this is the shit we're seeing. You're still screaming Trump, Trump, Trump. I was like, what's wrong? What about these guys? You know?
Yeah. Oh, it's coming out. It's coming out thick and fast. All the unredacted's out now.
Yeah, but everything's in. It's ridiculous. There's a search you can do to find stuff. Like, oh, Bibi Netanyahu's name shows up. It's like they talked about the guy. Like, literally, the metal band All That Remains shows up in the Epstein files somewhere because Epstein went to go see them after the latest platinum record had dropped. And you know what I mean? And this is what they brought up. This is what they brought up in the first place. Is if we just go ahead and drop all of these emails that we have, a whole bunch of people are going to be implicated that had nothing to do with anything.
Yeah, you can understand why they dripped and dragged it. People had been protected, you know what I mean? Like, there's a whole lot there to it. As you said, there's going to be innocent people who were just going along for the ride. They didn't know what the hell was going on.
Or didn't even show up. There just might have been an email written between like Epstein and Bill Clinton saying, hey, I'm going to go see this freaking heavy metal band. And then if you type in that search in these files, their name shows up. It's like, oh, they're in the Epstein files. It's like, no, man. Like, they said they were going to go watch a concert, you know?
John C. Dvorak was in the Epstein files.
Was he really?
Yep.
Oh, boy. I bet that was a ton of fun on No Agenda show.
It was entertaining. Adam Curry was a little jealous because he was on MTV back in the day. He didn't.
He said, "Why wasn't I? Why didn't I make the list?"
So what about this Illinois city that's decided to hand out $25,000 cash payments to 44 Black residents through their reparations program?
Well, my first question about that is, how do they prove? Because your family had to be here between like something and 1916 that you could prove.
Yep.
Why do you need ID? Like,
prove it.
I thought that was like racist. Like, because let's be real, the people whose families were coming out of slavery are probably less likely to have paperwork of it than a modern day born Black American, right?
Yeah.
So, like, I would think that it's impossible for these people to come up with identification and proof if your average modern Black American can't figure out how to get ID to vote or buy a 40 or a blunt. And yes, I was intentionally stereotypical with those terms. But it's just It's crazy, man. And now they're being sued by a judicial watchdog group saying, like, you can't isolate an ethnicity and give
I
them
kinda
different
like
treatment than
this.
other groups.
So everybody should get $44,000.
Yeah, I agree.
And then there is one Democrat senator that I realized that voted against voter ID, and people are freaking out about it. I don't know why, because
I think no, it was a Massey,
Yeah, Massey voted against it.
the senator or Congress.
Now another senator's come over. What's the name from?
Oh, yeah, he's thinking about that. Well,
I only
don't
read
we
about
got
it this morning.
Fetterman? Don't we got Fetterman for that? Like, I think we got like 50-50 built.
We got 51 now with Vance.
Yeah, we banned spot. Yeah, but with Fetterman, we would got like 50.
Yeah,
After the it's gonna be a long period of time because they got to do the filibuster first.
Well, there's another senator, Republican senator. She's come back. She voted no against it originally, but now she's come back across. I read it this morning. I'm just trying to remember her name. Isn't somebody or
Must be the Maine or Alaska, the two extreme fucking states.
yeah, but to come back. Well, Trump reckons he's going to federally mandate the midterms.
Yeah. Well, I thought they had to wait a year into the law passes or something like that, unless they implement the right way.
every state has their own rules for that.
Yeah, and that's what the Democrats are flipping out about, is because it seems like Trump's trying to federalize the elections instead of leaving it to the states.
I think it should be more like, hey, are you allowed to vote, and just to verify the person's allowed to vote.
Well, I say let the states do it their way, but yeah, you should have regulations and standards in place, and within those rules, you can do whatever you want.
No, but I'm saying like, the state can do whatever it wants, but I have to tell the government or the United States government that, hey, I live in Virginia, and this is who I am.
Oh, they're not even saying you could vote from outside of Virginia for the presidency.
No. But I'm saying like I'm a voter here, and this is where I am. See what I'm saying? Just to like, hey, I'm here.
I mean, show identification.
Yeah.
Something like 79% of Democrats agree with this, but their entire party is voting against it. Like everyone, and see that. That's what lets you know that there is frauds. The fact that the party leaders disagree with their own party. I told you, my brother asked me to cast an illegal ballot for him.
Mm-hmm. And you did it.
No, I did not. He asked me if I
don't say yes or no.
He's like, oh, I left my mail-in ballot in the car because he was living in Vermont and I was in Mass. He's like, could you fill it out and send it in for me? I was like, that's a felony. You know that. He's like, oh, what's the big deal? I was like, this is literally the entire fucking argument about the last election. And you swear to God it wasn't happening. And then my mother-in-law, not my mother-in-law, my aunt, his aunt, comes by the house, picks it up out of his car. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, you do know this is a crime. Like, at least a year in prison.
Casting someone else's vote, definitely. Same in Australia.
And they looked at me like I was an asshole. I'm like, you asked me to commit a felony, and then you did in front of my face. You're lucky I didn't call the fucking police. You know?
Probably should have.
I'm not. She's also my godmother. I'm not calling the cops on my godmother for that.
For her being idiot.
Slight indiscretion.
What's that?
A slight indiscretion.
Yeah, she shouldn't have done it, but I don't want her to go to jail. You know what I mean?
I don't know what this is about with the North Carolina.
The judge. There's a lot of DEI judges, dude, out there. Apparently, she got caught back into 2024 for DWI.
Yeah, and never turned herself in.
No, she never. No, she didn't do the. She played guilty.
Oh, that's right, community service, right?
Community service. Like, how you gonna fuck up your job for that? Like, you know what? Fuck it, you be an idiot. You deserve it, you know.
No, even better is you do the community service and then you record yourself doing it and put it out there that judges are giving back.
Yeah.
Because
There you
people will
go.
forget within a couple days why she's doing it.
Yeah.
Like,
But it's
why
just
not do it and take credit for it and be a fucking hero?
yeah, you know, like do something like, you know what, I made a mistake, you know, we all humans and stuff like that, and let me do my time, you know. She does her time.
And I'll just say, some community service for a DUI.
She got fucking good. She got
That
it
is
good.
a light sentence that she got to keep her license, period.
Yeah,
Let
but
alone
she,
didn't
you know
serve
what?
jail time.
Then she fucking dropped the ball.
Yeah, you got hooked up because you're a judge and you still blew it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck it. She deserved that shit, dude.
No, she does. She deserves whatever happens. And the full,
Yeah.
and you know they're gonna drop it on her because she failed
She's
her
a judge. She's
probation,
a,
right?
yeah.
You know that's what they do.
And-
If you fail probation, you're supposed to hit the maximum penalty that you were
Yeah.
supposed to see in most states.
Mhm.
And none
Yeah,
of this
no.
pissy little bloody paperwork, bloody community services that could be out with us is what they send out themselves, mate.
Oh
They
yeah.
do the crime, they got to go in the community, do the time.
And
That's
here's
Jay
what's funny
Jones
is
did
you
that shit.
what's funny is when you say that about community paperwork, she could have actually sat in her judge's chambers after work and gone through
For 50
something,
days.
do
50
something
days.
for an extra 2 hours every day
Mhm.
or an hour every day to get her community service done by simply digging through regulation and precedent for other cases that are happening, because that's still community service, right?
Yeah, she could use it like if she. I don't know if she's a lawyer now. She could do.
A judge is a lawyer. I think
Well,
you
no,
have
sometimes
to
they
be.
get elected. Some they get elected.
Yeah, but I think they're still lawyers. Just like I don't think you've ever
And
seen
they
an
can't claim-
AG that's not a bar certified lawyer.
Mm.
And they can't claim pro bono.
Yeah, pro bono.
Exactly. Do all that pro bono work for free. There
1
you
hour,
go.
for 1 hour every day for 50 days. And you
No,
done
could you
in like
imagine
2
this?
weeks,
A-
2 months.
A judge steps down from the bench, puts on a suit, and defends a local citizen up against the system who doesn't have a lawyer. The freaking
Mhm.
public defense attorney. That would
Yep.
count as community service.
Yeah.
Could you imagine the defense you could get from a fucking judge?
Yeah. Well, she fucking dropped the ball, dude. And this is what you get, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm with you there.
It's disappointing.
Mm,
Like I expect at least the standard I'm held to for a judge.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
talk about disappointed. You heard about this North Carolina fucking sheriff? They were asking about the 3 branches of government. He didn't know what were they.
Yeah. They asked him what branch he was, and he said
The city.
first he didn't understand. Then he's like, "Well, there's 3 branches. There's executive, judicial, and
The
Legislative.
legislative." And he goes, "Which one of you?" Goes, "Judicial."
The last one.
Oh, I thought he said Joe.
Legislative.
Okay, whatever it was. Anyway, he picked judicial, which a lot of people do.
Yeah,
They,
because sounds
they
like
look at
the
what's
justice.
going on. No, they look at immigration. They look at the judicial branch. Right? That's not judicial branch. If ICE is not judicial, that is
The
executive
legislative.
branch.
The second, yeah. Legislative is
Different
the one that passed the
rules.
laws.
But yeah, the sheriff didn't know what branch of government he worked for. I was like, dear God, I hope you get voted out of office tomorrow.
Yeah, but he's like he was taken back, and
They gave him hints.
They cried, and now they cry about it like, oh, this is fucking. I forgot what they're saying. Like, oh my god, just take your L's and go.
Well, I understand the argument. Excuse me. That you don't need to know how the government works to be a good cop,
That's right.
which is true. Hell just happened. Oh,
Mm.
Brian's back, which is weird. Which I don't know what's going on here.
The same as cops don't know every law out there neither, mate. They ring through
Huh?
and find out. You know when you get judged and all that stuff, a police officer arrests you and all that sort of stuff, you know how you get additional charges placed on?
Yeah.
Because cops don't know every law. So they'll get a booking
Yeah.
charge and go through, like here in Australia, they'll go, right, what happened? What's the incident? Right, we'll throw this charge on and throw that charge as well.
Exactly. That's exactly where I was going was It's one thing to say you don't need to know all of the everything to be a good cop, but the problem is that the sheriff is not a cop. He's an elected official. He needs to know this stuff so he can instruct his deputies to do their job. Hey, Brian, you awake?
Yep.
All right. It looks like I'm trying to enter this chat in the waiting room. I don't know if I stop it, if I kick myself out, or if one of these old clicks I tried a while ago before we started the show is finally kicking in.
I don't know.
You see it too, don't you?
Here you come.
Oh, Jesus. I'm going to be in. Oh,
Be there twice.
excuse me. Kempsville. I don't know where Kempsville is.
That's in Virginia.
Is it? Oh, there you go. Go figure.
No. Where's it?
Oh,
no. This is not Virginia Beach. Sorry.
Okay, whatever. Kempsville High School. The principal has planned a political walkout for the students.
Which I think is fucking bullshit. A lot of people are angry about this shit.
Well, the wife actually said something like, well, he's not making them go. I was like, that's not the point. You tell these kids they can just skip school, they'll go, and then you tell them there's no repercussions. I was like, you're
responsible for the kids.
Yeah, you're contributing to the delinquency of a minor. Truancy, right? It's against the law to not go to school in some way as a child in this country. I don't know if people realize that. You can actually the parents can actually get arrested for truancy, and the principal said, "Don't even bother coming to school."
No, that's not on.
It really bothers me. And Brian, it's just not loading up. That's probably why it took almost 2 hours to get to the point where it even asked to get in.
Okay.
Yeah, I got this connecting thing right in the middle of my screen. Oh, Jesus Christ, it's right in the way too. That sucks. Swalwell. Yeah, this guy's. Yeah, his name keeps coming up.
He's running for governor of California.
Yeah, that's not going to end well.
Trouble. He's in a bit of trouble.
Well, yeah. Why now? Like, for real. Like, every time he opens his mouth, I'm like, that's the dumbest thing he could have said. You know?
Did you see what came out? The interview when he came out?
When he came out as gay?
No, he came out the other day and he says, in the next week or two, there'll be allegations made against someone that you know, and talking about himself. He said, these are all complete lies. Someone got the jump on him and said, like, this is coming out. So watch his space. He could be in a bit of strife.
Yeah, but he's demanding that the acting director of ICE resign or side with killers. Let's be real here for a second. Let's just assume these guys are not federal agents, right? Let's just assume they're assholes talking shit and calling people slurs on the side of the road, okay? But you know they're armed. You know as a fact they have, and you can see it, let's say, right? Would you go up there and start a fist fight with these guys? No, why? Why wouldn't you? Why would you? Because they're a bunch of assholes spitting out slurs and it needs to be stopped. Why wouldn't you?
So calling me slurs.
All right, I was expecting you to say because I don't want to get shot to death.
No, I was going to say that, but I was going to say, like, why would I be out in the streets while this shit's going down, middle of winter? Why would I be out provocating as well?
True, but I'm just saying, don't start a fight with someone that you know is armed.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Period.
There's more to it, but there's more. I know I don't want to complicate things, but all these paid protesters, mate, you can't tell me they weren't paid activists. The people agitating at night time, they were different than the people in the daytime.
From what I understand about this, is the quote paid agitators aren't actually the people on the streets. They are convinced by the people that are paid, and they're not paid as in like, go protest. It's an NGO that says, oh, yeah, you can take as much time off as you want to go protest. And then they go and they're getting paid through taxpayer money, NGOs, to organize these rallies, bring people in, convince everyone that everyone's Nazis, because the paid guys aren't going to go and get shot because they're not dumb. They know they're making money. It's the fucking moron that gets emotional and tries to fist fight the guy with a gun and then let them see your gun. Like, what, you know what I mean? But just that crazy bitch that picked up a flashbang.
I would have loved that picture on
It's
the
called a
ground.
Minnesota hand warmer. Okay.
Oh my God. I was like, what? She's not smart enough to get paid to do this stuff, right?
She couldn't get a bloody birth certificate for ID.
Oh, and I love that.
One less person got it both.
I love that about the voter ID. They finally dropped the black people are too stupid to get ID because that's what it was, right?
Yeah.
It's moved on to women get married and they change their names. And I was like, first of all, typically conservative women take the names of their spouses. Liberal women don't. They might hyphenate. It's like, second of all, I know at least 41 states will give you a free new ID if you show them the paperwork of a name change after a wedding. And all 50 states will do a free name change after a marriage. So I think they've made it clear that women are too stupid to figure out how to vote. And maybe we shouldn't let them then. Maybe they're right. We shouldn't let these people vote if they can't figure out how to.
That's a secret way to repeal the 19.
Well, the 19th was written very poorly.
Yeah.
And so was it the 14th Amendment too? The one that was supposed to give slaves citizenship, but now they're using to mean birthright citizenship?
The word that they use, and now they don't use it nowadays because nobody knows the subject no more. Nobody used it like that.
And that's the thing is you have to look at what was going on at the time and what this was supposed to mean. And yeah, from what I understand, the 14th Amendment was supposed to be like, these people were slaves. Now they're free. You know what? Fuck it. They're citizens. You know, they were born here, they were raised here. But then it turned into Ying Wan Li comes over from China, crosses the border, squats out a baby, and that kid's a citizen.
Yep.
Obama called them anchor babies. But yeah, because of that, then the family could find a reason to be in the country all the time.
Yeah, how many females are pregnant travel to America to give birth? They're pregnant.
Yeah. And I understand why, honestly. I do. No, if you're in Somalia, for real, if you're a Somali person and you had a chance to come to the United States and have your baby in the United States, you know, even if you never get to see that kid again because you are kicked out of the country, that kid's going to have a better life than you did in a government-less African war zone.
Yeah, that's right.
You know?
Common sense is prevail.
I get it, but we can't let everyone do this. You know?
I agree 100%, mate. It's like our politicians, ambassadors and that have had children born in different countries when on duty, serving in bloody, like, if you're the ambassador of America, you got a child here, your missus have the baby in Australia. That baby's still born on US soil, like any embassy called
yes.
US soil. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That's still classed as that country's soil.
That was what happened with Rubio. No, Rubio wasn't born in an embassy. Rubio was just the son of two U.S. citizens who was born in Canada on a business trip for the United States.
Oh, you think about Rubio, the other guy.
You sure it wasn't Rubio?
Ted Cruz.
Okay, it was Cruz. I'm sorry, the Mexican, not the Cuban, right?
Yeah.
I think he should be allowed to run for president, but that's because of the citizenship thing of both parents more important than the place of birth. I think that he's still a full-born American citizen.
Yeah. I agree. Like if your parents are both American and you're doing something, you get born in another country, that does make you like a citizen of that country. I don't believe. You know what I mean?
I believe
'Cause your parents are-
Canada. I believe Canada is the only other country that has a policy as wide open as ours in terms of being born in your country and being a citizen.
I'm
If
pretty
you're
sure
born
it's
in
not
Canada, you are a Canadian citizen.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not here in Australia. You still remain like your parents are Kenyan. Just say, for example, Kenyan, and they come here on holiday and you get born here. Well, you still go back to your parents. You're still Kenyan.
Well, that's what gets me too. Is you hear people saying like, "Oh, well, first of all, African American drives me nuts," and not because I hate black people, but pardon me, I'm having a cough. Well, because African American doesn't necessarily refer to all black people, but it's used to encompass them all. Like
Yeah, 100%.
Haitians aren't African, are they?
No, they're Korean.
No,
Africans.
Caribbean, yeah.
And it's stuff like that. And it's like you guys were trying to be nice, but you went and overgeneralized an entire fucking continent and didn't even encompass everyone when you did it that way. You know?
Yeah. Well, that's right, mate. You hear Irish American, all that sort of stuff, but in Australia, we don't. We just say we've got Irish heritage or Scottish heritage, you know, that's what we say.
Yeah, but you see people here that are like, "Oh, I'm Italian American," and
Yeah.
you expect them to speak Italian like they came from Italy. No, they're like third generation. No, you're a fucking American, dude. You're not Italian. I understand that's where your heritage
right.
is from. That's okay to respect it, but you're not Italian American. I expected you to have an Italian passport if you're telling me that you're Italian, right?
100%.
Like if I go to Australia and I spend more than a couple months there, am I American Australian?
American Australia.
Unless you get a dodgy passport and stuff like that, bro.
Well, here's even more fun. Remember the term we used to have back in the day, American Indian, when Indian wasn't quite cool because they were trying to differentiate between different peoples?
Mm-hmm.
If I had moved to India at that point, would I have been an American Indian?
Mm.
Yeah.
By
So
where you come
Sorry?
from, where you go to is the way they seem to do it. Or what if an Indian moves to the United States? They're Indian American, and then next to the Indian American Indian, you know?
Yeah, it seems to go in cycles, doesn't it? Like you look at Australia, I'm not being racist or anything like we used to call Aboriginals Abos, then they're called Aboriginals.
Yeah, but that
Yeah,
turned
they're
into a
called-
slur all of a sudden, right?
Yeah, now it's First Nation. You know what I mean? Like it goes in cycles.
Yeah, well, that's the problem
Yeah.
is they come up with a new term to
Next
describe
decade
the
it comes-
same thing. And that new term is just going to become just offensive. Like, for the love of God, colored people is like the most offensive thing, right? But how is it any different from people of color?
Well, mate, you know the word Aboriginal actually means?
No, what does it mean?
I'd have to sit
Indigenous,
down.
original Indigenous person.
Yeah. I would have
Oh,
got
that's
it
all
if
it
you gave me
means?
10 minutes.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
so I'm actually now Aboriginal. I'm Indigenous to Australia, so I can now class myself as Aboriginal.
You said original indigenous.
Aboriginal, Indigenous,
Yeah.
original person.
Mm,
So I come from this nation. This is where I come from.
possibly, but you have to take syntax into account when it comes to changing languages. It might be the other way around. Original native, which would mean the first people, First Nationer. And don't get me wrong, I think this idea is stupid because the entire fucking world has been this guy taking land from that guy. Let's be real. Like it's not unique to the indigenous peoples of this planet. You know what I mean?
Cain and Abel did it.
Mm-mm.
Go
Yeah.
all the way back, mate.
Cain used the jaw of a mule to
No,
kill his
sorry.
brother Abel and was marked to walk the earth forever without dying. The mark of Cain. Great story. You imagine the punishment of living forever after having murdered your brother. The first murder, by the way.
Yeah. Recently documented.
Hmm. Yeah, it's fun listening to Catholics talk about the Bible because typically they know it way better than most Protestants, right? Typically.
Especially with a few bees in us.
Well, yeah, but you don't find Catholics quoting scripture like you see Protestants. But then they have a conversation and they'll bring up an obscure quote, and the Protestant will be like, "What? It's like, yeah, see, dude, it doesn't matter what chapter and verse you're quoting. Did you get the message? Did you understand the story? You know,
That's what it's all about, mate. It's a story.
even if it wasn't real, it's such a good story. Greatest story ever told. Freaking guy was told he was the son of all that is and ever will be. Took him, 20 years to come to terms with that. You didn't hear from Jesus from when he was like 8 until like 33, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, he's supposed to be tortured and die. And he's like, why me? You know? And then all he did was walk around helping people until he was tortured and killed. It's like, that's a great story. Like, dude,
Some bastard going in the wrong. And some
yeah.
bastard going in the wrong directions in the desert somewhere.
And even if this shit ain't freaking literal, it's still a good story of how to live your life. If more people would help people instead of take from them.
You know, thank God, the good thing that we got from Christianity is because Jesus said, "Love your neighbor." And back in those days, people used to be in little tribes, you know, which is not good because when you're in a little pocket of population and stuff like that, you intermingle DNA, and that's how you get like low IQ and or retardation between the tribes. You know,
Hold on. You saying by breeding outside the tribe causes this?
No, but by breathing outside, it
Oh,
minimizes
prevents it.
Yeah, and that's what Jesus told us to love your neighbor.
Yeah, and
that's why the Western became more advanced than the Eastern, because the East is still like a lot of tribes and stuff like that.
Oh shit. Yeah, I mean, look at the incest we saw in Egypt during the
it's going on right
time
now.
they
Dude,
had
that's what's
way
going on.
Way back forever ago.
Dude,
right?
That's what's going on right now in England, because a lot of Afghanistanians are still marrying their cousins. So there's a lot of
that's okay in Afghanistan. First cousin?
No, Islam religion. That's okay.
No, but I'm just saying, like, Islam says it's okay to marry your first cousin.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
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 So you can sleep with young kids.
There's a lot of kids who move to Afghanistan.
100% fair here. I can't think of anything in the Christian Bible that says that either one of those is wrong. But I can't think of anything that says it's okay either.
No, I think Christianity killed that. You know, that's why that like help us advance in the future, because we open up to trust more people, which did create credit and stuff like that, and a lot of things that happen because of that.
And but the problem with trusting all these people is now we have a lot of people knowing that we'll just trust them, and they show up and open up daycare centers in Minneapolis.
And that's when the traffic come in, and they're like, you know what, they're too trusty. Let's take advantage of it, and that's why we got lost to prevent stuff like that.
That's actually the major critique I have of Christianity. Actually, is they're too forgiving.
Yeah.
But that's the major tenet of the religion, isn't it?
Yeah. But
avoid conflict. But
but when you do too much conflict, look what happened in Africa, because the only reason they were what's the name, Somalia was going on because the tribal is a war, and they haven't let it go. They move over here, and the reason Major Fry is the major because of tribalism.
I know exactly. It's like, dude, you got away from the war. Why don't you be excited about that and happy and start over? Instead, they just keep carrying it on somewhere else.
So that's
shit. Omar said, "I am the Somali representative," didn't she?
Yeah.
It's like, no, you represent citizens in Minnesota.
Yeah, but see, that's why sometimes you have to forgive and let go, because you cannot carry that shit. The sins for your fathers,
Yes, you're happier by not carrying a grudge. I agree. And if everyone did this, if everyone agreed on Christian values, the fucking world, we wouldn't need police. Same thing as if everyone agreed on Islamic values, we wouldn't need police. If everyone believed in Jewish values, we wouldn't need police. But the problem is we don't. And the Christians want to forgive, and not just forgive, they feel guilty.
Nah, yeah, but no,
Your sins.
that-
A man was tortured and killed for your sins. At least Catholics, right? They hellfire and brimstone. You're not a good enough person.
I think Catholics
You need to be
can
better.
forgive it, hold a grudge, but they never forget. But the only reason we so fucked up right now because the alpha
I'll give you that.
female,
He's what, female?
the alpha female,
Apple?
urban. What is it? Urban
Awfuls. Yeah, awful. Affluent white female urban liberal.
Liberal.
Yeah,
And
Karen.
Typical Karen.
Yeah, I'd like to see your manager, please.
So like, no, I want to see a higher person than you. Okay, let's pray.
All right. Hey, Brian, you.
He's here listening.
Yeah, you might want to like stand up and move around a little bit before you pass out completely, bud.
We're almost done anyway, so
Yeah, we're gonna hit up immigration and then handful of things with the military and maybe a couple leftovers. We'll find out.
What do you want to talk about immigration, dude? It's like,
Well,
the
that's like the
National
only
Guard.
thing in the
We can talk about
news
the
the last
National
like 3
Guard.
months.
Huh?
It's the only thing been in the news the last like 3 months.
Yeah.
That's why I brought up the walkout in Kempsville. It's an anti-ICE walkout.
Yeah.
And I think the principal should be arrested for contributing to delinquency of a minor and truancy laws.
Putting fucking children in danger, dude. What if something happened to the kids? Then who's gonna hold responsible?
Yeah, exactly. You're sending these kids out into the city where cars are whipping through lights.
No, but I think they're going to the high school field. That's where they're gonna go protest. Like, hey, let's do a fucking drum circle here. Kumbaya, you're dumb.
Big giant circle jerk.
Yeah, like
circle
so
jerk that'll do
dumb,
nothing.
dude. Like, why? Like, waste the fucking time. You're not gonna accomplish anything.
Well, a federal judge, shut down California passing a law to force ICE to unmask.
Yeah.
It's enforceable.
Well,
They just search the virtual signal fucking laws to pass and do. It's just.
Well, what gets me the most is I don't know how many of these on the ground videos you're watching of these protests, but I'm seeing people with like signs like unmask ICE wearing a fucking surgical mask.
Yeah.
Who?
And it's like, why can you wear a mask but not him?
Because the way they want to go about it is like, well, he's enforced the law. We want to know the he's enforced. They're just coming out with some stupid fucking.
Yes,
idea.
I want to be able to find his house and kill him.
That's
Or send it out for someone else to kill him. I want to know who this man is, but I want to hide my identity.
In some state, that's illegal. Here in Virginia, it's illegal to hide your identity.
This is why I talk so much shit about the Republicans recently in terms of if it actually comes to an actual fucking hot civil war, the Republicans are fucked.
How?
Let me guess. You're gonna say, "Oh, they got more guns. They know how to shoot." Right? All that shit.
No. But I'm asking you how Republicans are fucked.
What kind of network do you have set up to organize an attack or a defense?
Yeah. Okay, got you.
Now look at what the Democrats are doing.
I'll get you, mate. But there's enough militia groups. Sorry, mate. Sorry, Guapa. Just like there's enough militia groups out there, mate. Like if you had if there was a civil war, mate, I don't think Republicans be fucked. I understand they talk about books and that. But they're doing it to protest. They're doing like fucking and shit like that. Look at the militia group guys in America.
There are militia groups here and there, yes.
But I would not fuck with those, mate.
Yeah, but the thing is, they don't. There's not as many as you might think, honestly. And these Democrats are going to organize a month in advance, and they're going to encircle your house and chuck Molotov cocktails in there. Cool. You got like 6 rifles, 2 shotguns, 9 handguns. You're fucked because you can't get in touch with anyone fast enough to come help you. These guys are organized. They got motherfuckers sacrificing their lives at the feet of the Democrat Party.
I get that, mate. I do. I think you're still set up well. It's like getting back to what you're talking about. What happens if they say, right, we don't want ICE wearing masks? That what happens if they say, you don't want to get shot by ICE? Get rid of their guns. Get rid of their guns. I don't like being restrained by them. Get rid of the handcuffs. You can't fall into these people. You gotta.
Then you end up like Australia.
Sorry.
Then you end up like Australia.
Oh, we got guns in that here. It's
yes. Technically, you can own a gun.
I think what you got to do is you got to realise you got to back enforcement no matter what. You don't tamper with law enforcement.
Well, at least don't get involved because you don't know what's going on. You don't know all the details if law enforcement's involved. And that's the issue. These guys are like rioting, and then it's like a rapist getting arrested, and they're rioting. It's like, what the fuck are you defending? You know,
you're impeding an operation that's going down. You here with your whistle, driving up our ass in your car. You know, and people get shot. I don't know if it's like I'm feeling non-empathetic, but I've lost all empathy for them. If it impedes an operation, I've got no sympathy for them.
Well, here's the thing, and I'm going to bring up that brought up a giant argument when Charlie Kirk died, is empathy is not the right word. Sympathy, exactly. Empathy means I know how you feel. I have been in this situation. That's what Charlie Kirk brought up in an argument, and then it got turned into, fucking there's no such thing as sympathy, basically. It's the way it came across because people don't know the difference between the two words.
Empathy and sympathy.
Yes. Sympathy, oh man, I feel bad for you. That's versus empathy. I know how you feel. I have been in that exact situation before.
Sympathy.
Yeah. And they're interchanged and misused far too often.
Yeah, like the desiccate and the decimate.
And yes. And I'll go as far as to say is there's no such thing as empathy because there's no way you could possibly know how someone else feels.
Yeah, that's why I say I understand what you're going through. But yeah, you can say I feel for you. No, you don't feel for them. You understand what they're going through.
All right. Brian.
Go ahead.
Stand up and move.
Okay.
Well, he was doing this up in there.
Oh, jeez.
He was going to a Hurley game or something like that. See, that's why I took a nap before you guys. Like, you know what?
Yeah,
Let me take a nap.
Oh, yeah. Brian got stoned, but he still won't.
That didn't happen.
All he has to do is get up and move a little bit, and his blood will pump, and he'll wake up for like 20 minutes. Excuse me. Did you hear about this National Guardsman in the French Quarter?
I saw the picture. I was like, okay, whatever. Somebody, like, I thought it was in base or something. But then I saw like a news article, like, what the fuck?
For people that aren't U.S. citizens who might not know the French Quarter, it's a part of New Orleans, Louisiana, right?
Yep.
Part of the original Louisiana Purchase.
Yeah, and they actually have like their own language over there. It's dirty French, yeah, Creole. National Guardsman went to go take a dump in a freaking public toilet or like a restaurant or whatever.
Yeah.
Left his fucking rifle behind.
Where'd it go?
Oh my god.
I just can't imagine going in to friggin' after this guy and be like, there's a fucking rifle in here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a fucking military. That's a military.
An actual military weapon.
Yes. Oh my god! I bet his ass is fucking.
He's already out of the guard. I bet.
Nah, they're not gonna. I mean, probably gonna. Whoever found the rifle, but it's gonna be okay. But he's gonna get punished.
No, you're out. You're done.
You think you're gonna kick him out for that?
I do.
Misplaces government
Oh, yeah.
property.
You left an M16 sitting in a fucking Wendy's bathroom. Yes, you're fired.
I think he will get this like punished and stuff. Go to court martials. Not court martial, but what is it? Court martial on the army.
Okay, guys,
Batman.
have a good one. I'll catch you later.
All right, later, man.
Later. I'm just saying, this guy's boned. He's screwed. He's screwed up bad. This might be his career in the guard.
Yeah, probably his career that I got that, But
Realistically, he could get arrested for this.
displace of government property.
Okay, yes. That's one. And leaving a fucking M16 in a
Firearm.
Wendy's bathroom where a
can you-
5-year-old might come in and take a shit
Dude,
next.
if you losing 5 pounds out of your chest, you could tell like something's going on. Like I'm missing like 5 pounds.
M16 weighs more than 5 pounds.
Mm,
No, my new 308 weighs about 7 pounds, and it's mostly composite and rubber. Realistically,
it's
the
a
only
rubber.
metal parts are like the lower receiver and the barrel.
Well, I don't know. It looked like a short barrel too, the M16. So could be a 14, 16-inch barrel,
Okay, it might be a
collapsible stuff.
yeah, or even an M14, smaller around, but it's still gonna weigh more than 5 pounds.
Well, okay, how about 7 pounds? You want to give it overall 7 pounds?
I'll go with that, but I got a feeling it's more than that. But
Okay.
I'll go with 7.
When you get out of the bathroom, it's like I feel lighter and it wasn't from the shit. Something
Yeah,
feels
that's
missing.
usually what you think. It's like, oh man, I feel so much lighter. I get that argument, but it's like, dude, you brought
you
a
still
fucking
missing, like-
rifle in.
But you still missed the 7 to 10 pounds. Like where the hell it went? You're
Like-
gonna feel you about the difference. Like something's going on. Like
When
Because
you
you-
went back to your boys, right, and they all had rifles, and you didn't go, oh shit.
I left my shit in the bathroom. My real shit. Oh my god.
But yeah, it blew my mind. I was like, I can't believe that
I
happened.
thought it was a jokester or something like that, whatever. Then I saw a news article like, yep, I gotta share this shit.
You see this Irish guy?
Yeah, they want to send it to you guys.
I know. But
I
did you
guess
hear
it got
what
released or something like that, but they're keeping it low.
did you hear what
because-
he said?
No, what he said.
Oh man, he went in. He thought they were gonna kill him. He's like, I've been detained for like 8 months and yada. The dude came in on a 90-day tourist visa back in like 92 or 2002, right?
God damn.
Yeah, no, okay, probably 2002. He's been here 20 years.
Oh, he should be deported on those grounds because you didn't do nothing to improve your status.
But yeah, he's like, they're trying to kill me. He's like, if they're trying to kill you, buddy, you'd be dead.
Yeah.
You know?
Because they're not looking for white people. They're looking for and they
No,
haven't
they
talked to-
just shoot white people, apparently.
Yeah, no shit. Bunch of Mexican shit and black white people. Anyways, 20 years in here, you haven't done nothing to fucking help yourself to get a fucking residency or citizenship, and you're white on top of that. You could have said you're from Boston.
Yeah, I'm from Southie.
But anyways,
My name is
nobody's
Seamus
talking about
McDonald.
this because they don't want to give it Trump the fucking credit. Like, yeah, he's deporting fucking even white people. Like the South African guy, he getting deported.
Yeah. Well, how many Russians?
Probably they are there, but nobody's talking about them because this was one of this Irish
That's the thing
guy's
is,
crime.
no one's talking about them.
No.
But a bunch of Russians fled Russia because of this war and came here.
Mm,
And we said, not our problem. Send them back to Russia.
yeah.
Are we supposed to take care of them too? What if they're freaking working for
spies.
Russia?
So yeah, we don't know that Chinese, Russian, everybody. Fuck it.
Brian,
Yeah.
for the love of God, wake up and talk.
Go on.
Well, we're right now we're talking about how ICE is actually investigating 2 of their agents for lying under oath about the shooting of an immigrant.
Who's this? The guy that what was this about? I didn't get a chance to read it.
Oh, well,
Let's
ICE
see.
says 2 of its officers may have lied under oath about shooting migrant in Minnesota. ABC News.
Mm-hmm.
He's being investigated. They're on, leave
Mm-hmm.
during the investigation. It at least appears the camera disagrees with their story,
Mm-hmm.
and they both have the same story. Like they had got together to talk about it before they put it out.
Mm-hmm.
This is an issue, and don't get me wrong. I think the Renee Good thing should be reviewed as much as it can be,
Yeah.
but I got a feeling there's nowhere to go with that in terms of the law.
Mm.
But if these guys lied under oath,
Mm-hmm.
oh man, they're not going to
So
take it easy on a federal agent in the courtroom.
no, especially in this ground. Like this should not be processing. This should be processed in a federal courtroom, but somewhere else, not there. They're gonna be hostile. They're not gonna be partial.
Mm.
And I mean, what they're gonna get them on there after lying on their oath?
What's that?
What they gonna get them for lying on their oath?
Yes, which
I
is a
think.
big deal, and conspiracy because they got together,
Okay, so like what, a 5 years
and
probably?
whatever crime they were trying to cover up,
Ooh, okay.
and whatever laws apply to covering up a crime.
Yeah, shooting.
Yeah, like this is serious.
Yeah.
The fact that they're investigating,
Lying on the oath is a serious federal offense.
and they brought this up before I heard it from other media. So,
But they're not gonna talk about this because they're gonna look like it's good for. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
the newest carrier is out for sea trial, or has finished sea trials.
The Kennedy.
Yeah,
I can't really call it Kennedy instead of the Enterprise.
I thought the same thing.
I think they're doing it because of his son.
Yeah, I'm still a little bothered. It should be the Enterprise.
Yeah, I don't know why.
The Nixon should have been the Enterprise or whatever it is, the first one of the class. I don't know. I was there for the commissioning of the Nixon. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Why he got named after Nixon? Why he did to the Navy there? He got a name,
Dude, okay. What did Nixon do that was so bad? Let's have this conversation.
Oh,
What did
it wasn't because of the cover up. It was because of the leader of the fucking recording. That's why.
Well, no. What was he accused of?
Everybody accused of the Watergate, the spy, and the
Yes,
DNC.
and
But
yes,
that
but
wasn't it. That wasn't it.
what-
It was the leader of the recording because they gone like, hey, we need to hear about your
Yes,
recorders.
okay, but that what actually was happening doesn't matter in this situation. We're talking about what the average person saw.
Oh, the average person think it's a Watergate.
Okay, and what happened at Watergate? Because we still call stuff something gate to refer to a scandal.
Yeah, they tried to break into the DNC headquarters.
No. They wiretapped a single phone in the Watergate hotel.
Okay. No, I
So-
thought they caught 2 guys with money in the Watergate's hotel.
Oh, it was about wiretapping, and
No, it's the money to get caught 2 guys and there with money. That's why they make fun of Forrest Gump. There's 2 guys like breaking in. He's the one that call in like, hey, there's 2 guys over there with flashlight.
it's not against the law to have a bag of money.
No, but
It is against the law to phone tap. Because remember, this is a legal case when it comes to impeachment and everything. But they had him on wiretapping a single phone in one hotel room.
So
Obama signed off on the Patriot Act to literally wiretap every American citizen. No one seems to give a shit about that. Like, oh yeah, no, we agree. We should know what's going on. Well, the motherfucker,
Illegal
you're still calling stuff gate.
Yeah,
as a
but Nixon wasn't getting him then because of that. He was getting him then because he deleted like 7 minutes of recording or something.
Yeah, I understand. I'm just
Yeah.
saying that
That's who was getting his speech
I'm just
for.
saying we've seen far worse scandals
Yeah.
where presidents didn't just not resign; they got reelected. All right. Check this out. The Ford, maybe it was the Ford I saw commissioned. I don't know. Has been ordered to the Middle East. Yeah, it's our second carrier strike group heading over there for Iran.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring it up every time. I don't think the world understands the firepower of 2 United States Navy aircraft carrier strike groups. One United States aircraft carrier grouping could take out most countries on this planet with its fighting capability alone. You know what I'm talking about, dude.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I know you were a helicopter guy though, right?
Yeah.
So you weren't necessarily on a carrier. You might have been on a cruiser.
No, I wasn't a carrier, but I was in the jet shop with the test jet engines and stuff like that.
All right.
But I did sell a helicopter in the amphibious ship.
All right. Yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter that much.
Yeah, there's a lot of firepower in there.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. And you brought an Air Force with you.
Yeah.
That's probably bigger than the country you're fighting. That's on one ship. Brian.
Yeah.
What are these freedom dollars that the army's doing, and what the hell does it mean?
No idea.
The what? Hold on, what?
Oh, that was in the dining facility. They got some new modern day dining facility concept, and you got to pay to eat there. That's what Freedom Dollars pay for.
You there?
I am. What are you doing?
Just talking to you. He got. I thought I was talking to Jeffrey for a second, but he went somewhere.
Yeah, he stepped away.
Mm.
That's why we're supposed to be still talking about Freedom Dollars.
Yeah, it's like just a way to pay stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
And then there were Freedom Dollars. Everybody loves their Freedom Dollars.
The freedom dollars. Like, let me get some freedom fries. You don't want to get a freedom lobster and steak for dinner because you're about to hit the fan.
Oh, if you're getting steak and lobster, man, you're spending an extra 3 months at sea, aren't you?
At least.
And it was always fun to watch the new guy get excited for steak and surf and turf day, right?
Yep.
And no, here's the best part: you always let him enjoy it, didn't you?
Yep.
Let him enjoy it. Because this is gonna be the last one he enjoys.
Yeah.
And yeah. Oh, by the way, we're staying out an extra 3 months, and we're gonna be doing this and that, and all those plans you had for when you got back, they're all garbage now.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
You see, guys, saw the video I sent you guys for the ships colliding.
That was a while ago, wasn't it?
No, there was a Navy ship, 2 Navy ships that collided in the Caribbean this week.
How the fuck does that happen?
Oh, easily.
No, it's not easy.
Oh, you
dude.
can see the video. This video, like, oh shit, this ship is about.
I know, but they saw each other from like 100 miles away.
No. They're after refueling, because one is a refueling. Instead of doing a hard turn left, port side, They're hard.
Someone screwed up.
Yeah, somebody screw up.
Okay, so they weren't just passing through the sea. They
No,
were
no, they're like
they
they're
were
like
leaving from a
next
common
to each
place.
other. Yeah, so go to the
Yeah,
port
what
side.
and what did that cost? Freaking $300 million to fix?
Both sides probably. There's a bigger guys like
You soon to
shit.
tell.
Yeah, somebody's about to get this relief for the command.
And I understand shit happens, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I thought this is why we had tugs, was for situations where this might happen.
No, this is the middle of the ocean. After refueling, you're supposed to part way. One ship goes to the left.
Oh, it's a refueling ship collided
with the destroyer.
So you tell me the unwrapped ship collided with the destroyer?
No, the destroyer collided with the unwrapped ship.
Same difference. But yeah, so the ship, they were being replenished with supplies, not just.
Yes.
When you said refueling, I was thinking pulled into port.
No.
Not unwrap, underway replenishment,
Mhm.
when you pass supplies back and forth and pump fuel. See, that seems nuts, man. Like all this training we've done for emergency breakaway, right?
Mhm.
And then they go and fucking collide. Like we would train for you to do the opposite because because it's more likely and we're ready for it. And you just went and hit them anyway.
Right.
By the way, both you guys have been on the ship during an unwrap.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I was part of it.
It's fucking crazy, isn't it?
I almost got dragged in to that water.
Yeah. Well, here's the fun part: is I typically wasn't allowed to participate as a hull technician.
Yeah, you got different jobs, so you got different.
Well, not even that. All hands on deck when it comes to those. But I also was the sewage worker, and they didn't want any chance I was going to touch the food. So, like, let's just not have HTs involved. It's just not even worth it. So that got awesome when these guys are stand in the freezer for 3 hours and get handed burgers to put in the corner, you know?
Right. I mean, I'm sure everybody's okay with you guys being in the middle of the ship. If like something happened, you guys can patch it up. It's like, oh, well, everybody else tried to figure out what's going on.
Well, yeah, which was I thought the best part of the service, the Navy was I trusted you to do your job, and I knew you trusted me to do mine.
Yeah,
it's like because I know even though air department was different, they were separate, like they were attached to vessels for deployment. But I knew when they showed up to the ship, they would see like repair division doing their training. And be like, oh, that sucks to do the training. It's like, yeah, but you know what? Those motherfuckers can fix it fast.
Yeah.
Let's just get the fuck out of the way. And you know as well as I, when you heard the bells go off and you saw dudes running through the P-way, you just back against the bulkhead, right?
Yep, just get out of the way.
Yep. Nope. They got shit to do, and it's very important. Like, oh, there's a jet fuel fire in the hangar. And don't get me wrong, you guys got your own fire squad, but you know as a fact, ship's crew is showing up too, right?
Yeah. Just
yeah.
Backup
team.
Backup. Yep.
Let's get a second hose on it, right? Dude, gonna take ship's crew a minute longer to get there because they got to organize below decks, but you know as well as I, they're gonna show up. Which is funny because there was actually an air debt situation way back in the day. What ship was it? Brian, was it the Forrestal?
Forrestal was a fire.
Yeah, and that's why every sailor in the Navy is qualified in firefighting now.
Yeah.
Because the fire crew got blown up when the bombs went off and no one else knew how to put out the fire and they all died.
Yeah, thanks, John McCain.
Yeah, I'm sure you learned about that too, Guapo, right?
John McCain was in the fucking firefighter seat.
Was he really on the team?
He was in the jet the fucking missile came out of.
Oh, no.
You didn't know that?
No, are you fucking... He sank the Forrestal?
No, he didn't sank it, but he caused the fire.
Yeah, okay.
Probably he was fucking playing with the switches and shit. Hey, what did this button do? Boop.
John McCain. I can picture him. I can't remember what he did. Was he
The senator John McCain, that was against
Yeah,
Trump.
he never got VP, did he?
No, he was president with Pelly, Sarah Pelly.
Oh, he was running under Palin.
Yeah, no,
All right.
he was the president. Mike Palin was the vice president.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Um,
So
and
John McCain was involved in the USS Forrestal fire on July 29, 1967, but he did not cause it. Suspect. Why you had to sell it? Why you had to tell me like that?
right. Well,
The
probably
fire
because
was triggered by
everyone's
accident.
probably because people just assume he was involved. Neat thing. Florida got too cold.
No, iguanas everywhere.
5,195 iguanas had to be picked up and moved during a cold day snap.
Yeah, a lot of people were eating those things.
It sounds terrible. What
No,
are
people
they?
love it, dude. My mom loved that shit.
Yeah, it sounds very Central American to eat reptile.
Well, people eat gators and possums.
Yes, possums are not reptiles; they're mammals.
No, but I'm saying like possums, gators, and snakes.
Yeah, I don't know a lot of people that eat snake. Honestly,
Well, people.
I don't know anyone who does. I mean, maybe one guy who would.
Yeah, but you have to find somewhere how to cook it and stuff like that.
Gator, I will say, I had a fried gator tail once. Oh my, it was good. They should stop farming that shit like it's fucking beef, dude.
Well, it's like I get me test out of it,
Check this out. This is something you shared, dude.
What's that?
Cursive handwriting has become a mandate in Pennsylvania schools.
I thought I was cool because I teach my kids how to write in handwriting, make him write his book and stuff like that. He knows how to read it, but he's still working on his handwriting, cursive.
Yeah, knowing how to write in script is a big deal because you at least need to be able to read it, right?
Yeah.
If you don't understand what these squiggles mean, you don't understand those are words.
Yeah. He knows how to read it. He's like reading signs because they just still do signs in cursive. It's like, oh, daddy, that's what it is. Like, yeah, that means that. Okay. So he knows how to read it.
This is a good one.
I thought they're Roman numerals now.
Here's one that bothered me, and I found out it's not as uncommon from this, but a mom in Ohio injected human fecal matter into her child's IV.
Why?
Well, apparently this is a very common thing when it comes to Munchausen's by proxy. Keep the kids sick so you're always the needy parent.
Oh.
It's way more common than I realized. This was like an infant. Like you might have killed the kid. And here's the crazy thing is they got her on camera going to the bathroom, coming out with a container, pulling it up in a syringe and sticking it into the IV hookup thing, It's like you just took a shit in a cup and then squirted into your baby's blood.
No, the smartest person.
Yeah. Oh, well, the idea, the disease is they always have to have a sick child, so they're always needy. That's the idea behind the whole thing. But it's like, at some point, you have to arrest them.
Yep.
Yeah.
And like I said, this is far less common than I realized. This article names like 6 other times it's happened in the last like 5 years.
A lot of fucking teacher having sex with a student, dude. And they're not bad looking. They're like,
it just keeps happening and no one notices,
I
right?
think the proximity, and I think they need to be 50-50 male and female. At least they fuck each other, not the students,
Well, I don't care who's teaching, honestly. I just don't want
but
I just don't want them to be sleeping with students because they're children.
There's too many female teachers. They're not enough male teachers, like the ratio, and prevent it from kids getting fucked. At least to have close to 50-50.
Well, it's funny you
Possible.
say that because I read an article recently about how male teachers are basically shunned because it's assumed they're trying to pick up like 17-year-old girls.
Yeah, because you get,
But then
when
you
have
see the news, and when you look at the news, it's all women banging their
it is
students.
both, dude. I think it actually is both. If
Oh
you
no,
have
it's definitely happening on the other side, but it's not hitting the news. It's
yeah,
not as
but if you
much.
had like an equal amount of male or female teachers close to it, they're gonna try to fuck each other, not the student. You know what I'm saying?
No, because it's not like you have to fuck someone you work with, dude. You could go to the bar and find someone if you're that
I
desperate
know,
for sex.
but
You get a fucking hooker if you're that desperate for sex before you rape a child.
well, they're fucking doing it. Just the only thing to prevent it, I think, is this is like mitigate it a little bit because they're gonna have somebody to talk to. You know.
No, because they're bad people.
Yeah,
And that's what we're seeing is it's bad people reaching out to our children, trying to tell them why they're better than everyone else.
Well,
And then they go and
you know what?
sleep.
If they start
Then
doing
you got a 25-year-old sleeping with a 16-year-old, trying to explain, oh, but I love him.
well, I think we need to start decapitating head. Then fuck it, you know. Then they'll be like, "Yeah, I'm not touching the kid."
I'm not particularly worried about that happening here. They are generally more conservative than I am in this area.
Oh, dude, that doesn't stop this fucking teachers. They're fucking married with children, still having sex with kids.
Yes. I'm just saying that we have fewer people that are inclined to that kind of stuff here, and there's less tolerance for it.
Watch it 3 weeks from now. Some teacher over there is going to be having.
Well, no, I'm just saying there's less tolerance for it. It's not going to happen 6 times before it becomes a big deal.
Yeah.
They'll do it, and then they'll be fucking shot on the way into the courtroom for trial.
So everybody make fun of like West Virginia, but they were talking.
No. It's all inbred hillbillies. Do not come here.
Let me talk about
It's evil. It's disgusting.
No, but I'm saying like just recently, the last state they passed incest laws and stuff like that. So what I was thinking, like, you know what? If it's not a problem, like, it's not happening, that doesn't mean they need to implement a law about it. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if it's true.
Most inbred person in the country lives in West Virginia. There was a
Really?
documentary made about this person. 2 of them, actually.
Damn.
Yeah. They're also in the middle of nowhere. Like,
yeah, that's what
I am nowhere. But
that
this
usually
is
happened, tribalism, stuff like that, because like,
exactly. And then everyone was cousins with everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, that doesn't really happen. Yeah, if you live somewhere and it's 15 miles to your neighbor,
yeah,
within 4 or 5 generations, you're all going to be related.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
And
but anyway, dude,
it is an issue, but it's become a lot better. And it's something I brought up to the wife when we moved here. I was like, our girls are fresh blood. I was like, do you realize they're going to be the most coveted young ladies when they grow up?
Yeah. But anyways, let me get out of here, dude.
Hold on, dude.
I gotta get out of here too.
Hold on, we're almost done.
Okay, what's up?
We're going to come up with a title.
Yeah, let's do
Brian,
that.
get the music ready, Brian. And I'll,
damn, I got music tonight.
yeah, that's right, exactly.
Okay.
There we go.
Let's see.
Music.
Now, did you you guys see ShamWow guy is running for Congress in
Are you
Texas?
serious? Did he get arrested for something a while ago?
Oh, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, they're gonna bring that up of his face.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. No, here's the thing: is he's running as a Republican, right?
Okay.
Well, no, he's definitely. I saw him on Tim Pool's show the other night. He's
Okay, yeah.
super Republican the way he was talking. But he got permission to use his nickname on the ballot, and then his own party made him take it off because his nickname was ShamWow.
Mm-hmm.
ShamWow.
But now it's like I believe his actual first name is Offer. Like that's not even because he changed it. He was actually born with that name.
No.
Yeah, but it's some super Jewish name, last name.
Mm.
But yeah, and Crockett is running in the district like right next to it. And she's all upset because of what happened in Texas. And she said if she doesn't win, it's because everyone in Texas is racist.
Yeah,
I'm like, that's not helping your
Texas,
fight.
Man. Leave the racist stay alone.
All right, Brian. That's our turd fest. Finish that one off.
Chen Wiles back. That's a good title.